What's going on, people? Welcome back to Curtis Shaw TV, back with another live watch along, a new season, people, as the champions with the intro as well. We're so back, people. We are so back. And let's hope we get a victory today, people. Hope everyone is well. Looking forward to the game. Arsenal against Coventry. Arteta against Frank Lampard. 10 months of stress, as I keep saying, people. Just make sure you're prepared. You know what I mean? Make sure you're prepared. Our first official home game as champions of the Premier League. Don't you forget it, people. Don't you forget it. We got to keep reminding them. We've waited 22 years for this, you know. Every opportunity we get, we let them know this is our trophy, people, until, you know, if something goes wrong, then yeah, it is what it is. But listen, big up. We are here. We've got some build up to the game. We'll go through a few stories of the day, and then we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens. I'm expecting a comfortable victory today. I can't lie, but I need to see some movement in the transfer window as well. But today we just need a win. Big up to Morgan, been watching for time. Big C from Texas finally became a member. Yo, come on. As long as you're here, it don't matter. Member, no member. But if you are, big up. Big up Justin, man. I hope you're well, bro. Yes, Curtis, big up yourself. Making moves this year, Arsenal. Yours for the taking, yeah? Yeah, I mean, do you know what? It's the first time I've started a season saying we should win the league since like Arsene Wenger, to be honest, and not even late Arsene Wenger, early Arsene Wenger. Every year I turn up, I go, well, you know, if City aren't at their best and this happens and this falls into place, we can win it. I'm actually turning up today saying Arsenal should win the Premier League. And if we don't, I think we've underachieved. And that's a great feeling. Like, that's great. We have to embrace that. But you never know with football, do you? You never know, you know. So let's see. Big up to everyone locked in. Make sure you get the likes up. Let's talk about the Arsenal team. Then we'll delve into some of the stories, transfers, injuries, all of that good stuff. We got, what, 54 minutes until kickoff. The game's on Sky Sports Premier League, for those asking. Let's go through the team. We've made two changes from the Community Shield. One is enforced through injury. The other one is probably enforced through ability. But yeah, we'll get into it. David Raya in goal, back four. Ben White at right back, Calafiori at left back, Mosquera and Gabriel, the two centre backs. Do you know what's nice to feel solid with a back four, even with no Saliba? Listen, it's Coventry. We're going to beat them. I'll say that. We're going to beat them. But I am confident in that back four. You know, I like what I saw last week from Gabriel, the leadership, you know. Then we go into the midfield. Lewis Skelly. Declan Rice comes in for Bruno Guimaraes, who is out injured. It's amazing, isn't it? Like, he's actually got a very good injury record at Newcastle. Missed a few games last season. He gets 45 minutes under his belt for Arsenal. Done. Ice on his hamstring. There were rumours earlier on online that he could be out for 4 to 6 weeks. Some Arsenal sources are saying that he'll be back for the Aston Villa game in 10 days' time. It was a precaution. It's not actually a hamstring injury. It's more of a always feeling it. Let's not take a risk. But the curse of Arsenal, people, the Arsenal effect is in full swing. So Declan Rice plays. So much for giving Declan Rice and Saka a rest. Then you've got Bukayo Saka. As I said, I think with that one, it's like, yo, how are you feeling? Yeah, I'm all right. Can you run? Yeah? All right, you're playing then. Because we all saw how Noni Madueke played last week. Why have I not? I've actually edited this bench and it's gone back to Saka and Rice on the bench. Let me do this again, people. Ethan's on the bench. And it's still listing as, I swear I do this every single game. I either leave someone's name off or I've added someone twice or something. Arteta's doing an interview right now with Ian Wright and Neville and Carragher and them. So might be worth listening to. But yeah, let me get Saka and Rice off and add Waneri, and then we'll be there. Good to see Waneri on the bench. Maybe they won't loan him, but I think they will. But at least he's involved. Right, we're there now. We're ready. We're good to go, people. It is proper unk settings in it, for real. It is proper unk settings. Hey, the intro, man, I swear down, the intro hypes me up myself. I love the intro. The video's like 720, if that, to be honest, but it still hypes me up. The front three, Saka on the right, Solis on the left, Kai Havertz up front. Somehow we always end up back here, don't we? Do you know what I mean? No matter what happens, we always seem to end up with Kai Havertz up front. It's interesting. He'll do well today, people. These are kind of games. He'll do well. He'll probably score today, to be honest. Barnard said, big up Big C. It's my wife's 28th birthday. Can I get a shout out? She always says league always starts around her birthday. Now we won the league. She started watching Arsenal too. Big up to you and your wife, bro. The curse of Kai Havertz. We just can't move on from him, can we? This manager won't move on from him. The Arsenal bench, which I finally fixed. Kepa, Nkapie, Zubimendi, Eze, Dalman, Ethan Waneri, Victor Gyökeres, Mikel Merino, Noni Madueke. Which means, are we bringing in a new left winger? Because once again, no Gabriel Martinelli on the bench. And I said, I reckon if Martinelli's not on the bench for the first league game, he's going. Remember, you got to remember, Martinelli's a player that Arteta really likes. This ain't some like, he's happy to get rid of him. Martinelli's one of his boys. Like, he gave this guy 180 grand a week. He's always kind of stuck with him. Like, I think he's on his way out. You know what I mean? I think he's going. Maybe Arsenal are just trying to line someone up to replace him, and then they'll pull the trigger on it. Very interesting that Ethan's not in the squad for the Community Shield, but he's in the squad for the first league game. Well, that's a bit of a strange one, although that's probably down to the fact Bruno Guimaraes is in the squad. He's out of the squad, so there's a place there. But even the fact Bruno's come out of the squad and he hasn't gone, you know what, I'll just stick Martinelli on the bench. No, Martinelli's on his way out. No Gabriel Jesus, no Martinelli. No Reece Nelson, no Fabio Vieira. There's a lot of rumours Fabio Vieira is close to joining Hamburg. He did all right there on loan last season. Reece Nelson's in talks with West Ham. Bruno Guimaraes out injured. Saliba and obviously Timber still not back. Timber apparently will start training next week, but won't be back until September in terms of playing in the team. Saliba we know is out for 3 or 4 months. Big up, Darren. Can I get a shout out for my birthday on Sunday? Big up and hit the likes, people. Happy birthday to you on Sunday. Big up, DJ Ash. We need another attacker at least 100%. We may have quantity, but we need more quality. We absolutely need more quality. I like the ruthless nature from him. I've called for it for a long time. I said at the end of the season, if he gets too emotional, you're going to cost us. Him benching and effectively getting rid of Martinelli tells me, you're adapting, and we need this. I need you to get ruthless with 1 or 2 other players, but it's a start. It's a start. You know what I mean? It's 2.7 in the chat. We want 3,000 likes today, people. No messing around. We'll end up with plenty of likes, but we're aiming for 3,000 likes. Hype up the video, all of that good stuff. Big up to Sabu, who said, big up C, love the 11, hate Donkey King in the 9, 5-0, come on you Gunners. I've gone for 4-0. Big up Morgan, who's a new member. Big up yourself. Big up Mr. War, who's a new member as well. Big up Dylan, welcome to the car park, Bruno G. I'm telling you, man, something ain't right with that training ground, man. 1 week and your hamstrings twinging already, you know. Big C, have you ever been invited onto a heist crew? No, a heist crew? Am I moving like unks here, people? Oh, GTA you're talking about? Or are we on about something actually real? That's what I was thinking. Is this brother on about GTA? Or are we on a... Let me know, people. I might be moving like unks. Forest 40 mil for Noni. Well, I'm from Nottingham. Listen, I can pay the train ticket. the Uber. I can give you a lift. Whatever you need, bro. Whatever you need. If we need to get you to Nottingham, I know the restaurants. I know the areas you want to live. I know the areas you don't want to visit. Nonny, call me, bro, if you want to go to Forest. I got you sorted, bro. But yeah, it came from a poor Twitter account and it was denied. But yeah, man. Big C, I have a feeling Waneri will come on for Saka, Noni for Solis. As the pace alternative, we'll probably get Alvarez. Just ask Noni to run and cross the ball rather than asking him to shoot. Well, at the start of last season, he came on in a friendly, didn't he, on the left at the Emirates. He put a few good crosses in. We go, oh, yeah, man. And then it just kind of faded and you went, nah, ain't going to work. Left, right, central. I don't know if it works anywhere for Noni. I hope he proves me wrong. He'd love Radford. Yeah, well, he gets some good food in Radford. You know what I mean? He gets some good food. That's for sure. But it could come at a cost. You know what I mean? I'm watching the Pep documentary. I feel for him, but love the pain we've inflicted on him. I'm halfway through the Pep one. Sorry, I'm halfway through the Mourinho one. Watched all of the Pep one yesterday. And it was fantastic. I'm going to be honest. I don't know about anybody else, but I think I like Mourinho. I have to be careful before I say this. I think I like Mourinho more than Pep. I don't know why. I love his personality. He's just such a straight talker. Like, I don't know. I like Jose, man. You realise with Jose, what I really liked about Mourinho, right? And listen, I'm not going to give anyone the big sort of endings or whatever about it. I'll let you guys watch it. What I liked about Jose is it was a constant battle for him. He was like, look, all these other guys, they got big jobs because they had big careers. And this guy was not a big player. He was a translator. He was, I don't know what it is. I like Mourinho's personality. Yeah, I agree with you, man. I was very disappointed with how he dealt with the racism thing with Vinny. I didn't like that at all. But no, I did. I don't change my mind on that. I think he handled it all wrong. His mindset was, you're my player, I'll defend you no matter what happens. He got that wrong. But his personality, he's just funny. I find him, he's more funny. But anyway, as you just said, the Pep one is on Amazon and the Mourinho one is on Netflix. I'm halfway through it. But when you realise what he achieved, first job, Porto, wins the Champions League, goes to Chelsea, Prem, back-to-back Prem, 15 goals conceded, goes to Inter, wins the treble, first Champions League since 65. I'll just tell you one bit without ruining it, right? He sells Zlatan from Inter to Barcelona. He swears at him a lot, so I won't say the swear words, but he's like, you've gone to Barcelona to win the Champions League, haven't you? And Zlatan's like, yeah. And he's like, I'm going to win it next year, you son of a... You know what I mean? And guess what? They play him in the semi-final, knock him out, and then win it. He's unreal. I won't tell you anything else, I promise. It's just, I like Mourinho a bit more than Pep. Both great, though. Both great. The Prem is back. Can Arsenal surprise us with a new style of play? We need to put Coventry to the sword. Big up Normski. We'll win tonight. We'll play well. I'll find out when we play better teams. We look great against City. But ultimately we weren't under a lot of pressure. I think even though it was a big game on paper, we played with a freedom. When you play with freedom, you play your best football. Now, I'll be intrigued to see if we play with that freedom at Villa Park and so on and so forth. So I just want to get a quote of what Arteta just said in the interview on Sky Sports, because they obviously asked him about transfers. And, you know, even though we've got a game tonight, I'm very keen to know if we can get more players in. And this is one of the quotes. He was asked about more potential signings. He said, we are trying to improve the team, but we have to be dependent on, obviously, if there are any exits and what the numbers will look like at the end. But so far, I'm happy. Don't know if I like that or not. Is he basically saying we have to sell before we can buy now? Are we at a maximum in terms of numbers? Listen, you're going to have to get rid of Jesus, Nelson, Vieira. They can't be on the wage bill. Nelson's on 100 grand. Vieira's on 75. Jesus on 260. So you're talking about like 400 grand a week just on those three. Then you're going to add Martinelli to the equation. That's another 180. You're talking over 500,000. If you wanted to buy an Alvarez, he's going to be 250 minimum a week. So we probably are in a situation where we're struggling to bring players in unless we get rid of a couple. 10 days to go. We're going to have to shift. Got to get shifting. Why are these guys still at the football club is the question. But it is what it is. We're never surprised, people, are we? Noni's lack of quality decision-making means we need to simplify his game. Tell him to run on the left, put balls to the striker and others. Yeah, it sounds simple. Do you know what I mean? It sounds simple, but the thing is now, most wingers play on the opposite wing to the foot that they use, you know? So, I don't know. I don't know. Willie Nielsen, big up. C, please give applause to my girlfriend. My little peach turning 90 today, so fresh, you know. Be right back. David. Hey, big up, man. Big up to you and your family, man. Savinho for 85 mil, by the way, is sus as F, said a true jet. Bro, we know how this goes. City are smart. City don't want to... we don't want to... City will be saying we don't want to pay the add-ons to... is it Frankfurt they got him from? So they would have said, look, pay more for Savinho, pay less for Mamouche. You get both the players at the same price. City don't have to pay the add-ons, man. Come on. We know what we're doing here. We're so back. Oh, man, I feel good, you know. I feel good. It's Coventry at home. I'm expecting a win. Stress levels low. Friday night, get the win, go top of the league, watch everyone else play, and then chill. You know what I mean? But Villa away in 10 days, that might be a little bit different. The stress levels will start then. You know what I mean? Player of the season prediction. That's interesting. Let's just go Declan Rice. Because I think Declan will be even better in the 6 than in the 8. I'd love to say an attacking player. But Skelly, I don't think Skelly will play enough. Odegaard, I hope it's someone like Odegaard. Because that then means we're more creative, you know. Daniel said his dad thankfully made it through surgery. Let the community know about a few months back. Sat with him today watching the boys against Cov. Listen, that is legendary. Cheers. Not that I'm drinking alcohol, but cheers, you know. Big up Daniel and his dad. His dad has made it through. He's got that spirit, people. You know what I'm saying? C-Unit business. We're locked in. Big him up. Shout him out as well. Tell him you got some stress ahead, though. You know what I mean? Arsenal ain't good for no one's health, but, you know, we're here anyway. I was meaning real one, who you know, and all that, says Craig. Oh, yeah, I get you. Callum said, Big C, we're back. Bye-bye, missus. I'm watching the game with Curtis. Hey, listen, you know what I mean? You got to keep the missus happy, though. You know what I mean? Maybe, but yeah, you'll be back after the game, and then you'll watch Netflix or the movies. Maybe you could watch the Mourinho documentary on Netflix. Junior said, big up to C. Glad that the champions are back in action. Would you consider doing more neutral watch-alongs? I might add some more this year, yeah. I might add some more. I think we can do more content. You know what I mean? I think we can do more content. Definitely. Eze is a false 9, could be a cheat code. I don't know. Aman said, Mr. Cornrows, or is the easy life better? Listen, I'll be honest with you, right? From the, like... You see when you've got fresh cane rows with the shape up, you feel like a lion, people. The hair's done, you're like, yo! Not many people have got this hairstyle. You see after 3 days, 7 days, the tight do-rag, the big do-rag mark around your head in the morning. when you're getting your hair washed and you're sitting there and you go, what am I doing this for? So the easy life all day long, people. You know what I mean? The easy life all day long. Make life as easy as possible for yourself. Do you know what I mean? If you're a size 9 in trainer, get that 9.5. I know you want the trainer to look smaller because it looks better when it's smaller, but just get the 9.5. You're a bit older, you might need that bit of extra room. Take the 9.5. You know, you used to go and buy trainers, you're a 9, but you'll take the 8.5s because they look better. But your toes are like this in the front of them, mashed up, you know what I mean? But they look better. Everything now, give me the 9.5. Give me the easy life, people. You know what I mean? Premier League champion, we're comfortable now, people. We have to live a comfy life now. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, have you seen the Modern Leader Odegaard documentary? I think you'll know that I most certainly skipped past when I saw that on the timeline. I've watched the Pep documentary. I'm watching the Mourinho one. The Odegaard one, I think I'll give that one a miss, to be honest. I think we'll miss that one. I do want him to play well this season, but the documentary, nah, you're all right, mate. We'll leave that one alone. Anyway, let's move on. Respectfully, Odegaard, you know, you're the guy this year, but no, we won't be watching that. Maybe if you play great this year and lead us to victory, then we'll do it. Oh, how am I not? Listen, we've got the second channel. I'm going to relaunch that. There's a lot of music coming out, like the game brought out a track where apparently he's dissing Kendrick. I need to start reacting to music and them things, you know what I mean? Shaved head, money saved, haircut, exactly. Well, no, well, you're on about shaved head. You're just razoring off, innit, Matty? You know, I respect that. I'm not trying to reach that point yet, though. But you're right, the barbers. Every time I go in the barbers, I swear he puts the price up by like £1 each time. I'm like, bro, this was like, now it's what? How much? What's going on here? Oh, he's got a whole album out, has he? Okay. I did see that he was releasing the documentary free. Is that what came out today? Bro, you know what was funny yesterday? Yeah, it came up on the timeline. G-Unit sneakers were back yesterday. Re-released. I looked at them and I went, do I run it back? You know what I mean? They were mad comfortable back in the day. So I looked at them and they obviously put the price up. They used to be like £70. They're £120. I was like, 120 for some Reeboks. I said, raw, 120 for Reeboks. When I looked, they were sold out anyway. I looked at I saw, all right, let me see if they got my size. They didn't have no sizes left. So he sold them out straight away. Game disc Kendrick. That's mad. HD cut prices are mad. Bro, I remember, big him up, by the way, because he's doing really well for himself, and I respect it, and I speak to him, man. I rate it. I remember I went there, I got Cruiser haircut and a shape-up. I got a quick shape-up. Average haircut, probably what, £20, £25, shape-up, £10, £15. I swear, he said something like £90 or something. I said, brother, for what? Am I getting dinner with that or something? You know what I mean? You're going to bring me out some chicken and that. I said, Ram, I ain't coming here often, but listen, it's top quality and celebrities are popping in and out of there. I think Chouameni was going there that day. So, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. I said, Ross, I ain't coming back here for a while. Anyway, hopefully he doesn't hear me say this. We'll move on. Sheldon's eating good, man. Man set up an academy now and everything. It's crazy. You pay £8 for a full trim. That's why I rate that. You get a trim for £8. Anyway, let's move on. Speaking of moving on, is this guy going to be moving on to Arsenal? I spoke about this in my show this afternoon, but Fabrizio tweeted about this about 2 or 3 hours ago. Arsenal made contact with Atletico Madrid to discuss Julian Alvarez deal conditions. Direct meeting took place in London with Atleti director Matteo Alemany. Price currently too high. Plus, Julian Alvarez has never opened the door to England so far, as he wants to join Barcelona, but Arsenal have tried. We've tried. Forget trying, people. Get it done. What I would say to Arsenal is, this is what I don't like about this. Why are we speaking to Atleti if we haven't had the green light from the player? We're sitting down having a meeting with Atletico to go, right, how much are you going to sell him for? Well, according to the video, by the way, they reckon Arsenal are willing to pay 120 million euros. Atletico are asking for 150 million euros, which is what they rejected from Real Madrid. So just to give you context, we're willing to pay 120 million euros, which in pounds is 102 million pounds. So it'd be less than what we paid for Declan Rice. The 150 that they're asking for is 128 million pounds. Is he worth it? Is he worth it? Bear in mind that they're saying Barcola 140, although they're now saying PSG might reduce it to 120. Would you pay, let's ask you for both of them, would you pay 128 million euros for Alvarez? Would you pay 120 million pound for Barcola? Or would you not take any of them? That is the question, because they look like they are the two big players that could be on the market right now. Would you be prepared to pay that? I mean, look, you're saying 70 million for him. They sold him for 70 million, Man City. His profile is bigger now. Savinho's going for 85 mil. There's no way. And look, there's such a lack of strikers. Let him rot in Madrid, said Pilot. Lawrence said Barcola over Alvarez any day. Abu said it's a waste of money. No more City scrub, says Patrick. I have to admit, if you offered me Alvarez or Barcola, I'd take Barcola, because there's just certain factors that go against Alvarez for me. I don't like the fact you're ex-Man City, but I can see past that. That's not the end of the world, right? You've got no real willingness to join us, and I think we need the winger more than the striker. I want both, to be honest. But, yeah. Listen, if we get Alvarez, I'll be happy. I think he's a good player. I said before, he's a very good player, but he's also overrated. Interesting. I think something... I've got a feeling... I was going to say that tonight's going to be a good night, but, you know, it's too easy to do a dad joke at this stage in the watch-along, so we'll leave it. But I've got a feeling we're going to go for somebody in the next 10 days. I think something's going to fall into our lap. And I've got this sneaky feeling that it might be the Alvarez one. I don't know if you guys saw, but the Atletico fans were putting up banners going crazy when they played the other day. That fan base have kind of turned on him, because they're looking at it like, what? Like, you think you can just talk about Barcelona after 1 year? When we got you from City's bench, that Athletic, their fans are brutal. They're not having it. They were putting up banners saying, get Julian out. They're not having it. So he must be looking at it going, I can't go back there. I can't go back there. They're going to turn on me. They're not going to sell him to Barca. I think you could be in a situation in a few days' time where it's you stay at Atletico, who the fans are turning on you, or you go to Arsenal. Is that the way we want to sign players? It's not. But he is a good player. It's a tough one. I always say in football, you can't get too emotional. You know, you can't get that emotional. I don't know. Who would you rather take? Listen, we might not get any of them, by the way. Barcola is lazy like Eze. Arteta will bench him. He wouldn't want to be running, helping the left back. You know what, though? I saw an interview that Dembele did where he said, you don't play for Enrique if you don't run. Dembele was called lazy at Barcelona. He is not lazy at PSG. I don't know if Barcola is that lazy. I don't know if that's something that's just he's being tagged with, but it's not actually really true. I don't think any lazy player survives under Luis Enrique. Would you do a matchday vlog, Millwall, West Ham? Yeah, I definitely would, because I'd like them kind of games. Big C, you still in contact with Turkish? Miss the OGs for real. I haven't spoke to him for a little while, I'll be honest. I saw him at the Emirates the night we won the league title. And we had a chat and we said, look, we're going to get the show going. It just hasn't happened. I don't know. I don't know why, to be honest. But let's see if we can get something going for the new season. Tommy said, oh, guys, a new Prem season, guys. Oh, guys. He's already got Bruno G's hamstring hanging off. Rather take a chance on an unknown Brazilian talent. City are buying some Brazilian guy for mad money, aren't they? Is it Alan, his name is? Alan, you know. What's happened to Brazil? I swear down, I knew Brazilian football was finished when Brazilians started getting English names. I said, yeah, they're done, mate. They're done. If you're Brazilian, your name's meant to be Ronaldo, Ronaldinho, Romario, Roberto Carlos, Cafu. It all works. When your name's Fred, Alan, you're not Brazilian, bro. You ain't a real Brazilian. You can't be named Alan and Fred. Alan Jackson from EastEnders with Carol. Come on, what we doing here? Nah, man. You got to be real Brazilian, man. I don't know. Arthur and them. What? You man ain't Brazilian, fam. You man are from, I don't know where you're from. Fred, you knew, innit? When Fred turned up, you went, yeah, nah. Fred Flintstone ain't Brazilian, bro. You know what I mean? I watched the Flintstones. I don't know what that place was called. Him and Wilma and Bam Bam and all them lot. That weren't in Brazil. So, yeah, even Martinelli, I mean, that's quite a Brazilian name, but we know deep down that's Gary Martin. You know what I mean? Jonathan said, big up to you, see. Silent listener here, but we are champions. I am silent no more. A full fit squad who's not making the bench. Waneri will get taken off for Bruno G. That's a good point, you know, because when Saliba comes back, Konza comes into the squad. Timber, wow. You've actually got 3 players on that bench that are going to get dropped. Konza's going to get on the bench. Timber's going to start. Ben White will probably drop to the bench. Saliba's going to start. I think Mosquera might... Mosquera and Ben White, you don't need both of them on the bench. Centre back, right back. So one of them's getting dropped. Would he take the easy option and leave Dalman out because of his age? That's actually a great point. I'd sell Noni anyway, so he wouldn't even be on the bench. Brazilian called Joe, yeah, Man City. Listen, silent listeners, it's a safe space. We're champions. You can step out, you can talk. All comments accepted. Big up the silent listeners. Drop Kepa. Yeah, I know. You might as well not have Kepa there, to be honest. Not much use. MJ! Well, hey, MJ. Before I read the super chat. Oh, look, we're even giving... Yo, MJ. Listen, let's have a look. I want to make MJ reminisce over the good times. We know he'll bite back. He'll start talking about Champions Leagues and Ferguson. We've all been there, MJ. History Channel settings. MJ. This one's for you, fella. Just remember what it feels like. MJ, welcome to the champion stream, my friend. I know you love it here deep down. We know deep down MJ had posters of Thierry Henry. You used to watch Van Nistelrooy and think, you score a lot of goals, but I wish he was like Thierry. You're too invested in us, MJ. You love Arsenal, man. Come on. We know you do. But anyway, let me read out the super chat. Big up, C. Not going to say too much this season. Yeah, I'd keep a little bit more quiet if I was you as well. Except those who can't hear must feel. It's done for you corner slags. Ah, look. He said he ain't going to say too much. Then look what he says. Order will be restored in the Prem. Glory, glory, Man United. Woo, MJ, man, I tell you, you're a good guy, man. You're a good guy. He says he's not going to say too much, then proceeds to say a lot. You know, if you said, like, City or so, I go, United, bro, come on, man. Come on. You're still turning up with a pager. Like, this form of communication doesn't work. You need to upgrade, bro. United ain't winning no Premier League right now. You ain't winning it, bro. You're still using the phone box that smells like someone's had a wee in there. You know what I'm saying? You're not there right now, bro. You're like BlackBerry Messenger. Like, it was amazing back in the day, but now, like, that software ain't working, bro. You got to change. I respect Man United. You're a big club, but come on, bro. You ain't winning no Premier League. If you can nick an FA Cup, if you can nick a Carabao Cup, get top 4, keep it moving, bro. You know what I'm saying? But big up MJ. You know what, MJ, as well? I'm still going to give you a 3-minute timeout, though. Just to let him know. There are limits. We accept the banter and you're a welcome part of the community. But you're still going to hold a 3 minutes. But big up MJ. Anyway, the herd, typical Arsenal. Bruno injured. Alvarez don't want to come. Leave it. We're willing to go big for Vinny. Test PSG with 150 for Kvara. I reckon Kvara's agents probably told clubs, don't even bother wasting your time. Do you know what I mean? He's got 4 years left on his deal as well. So it ain't like there's an issue with the contract. So I just don't think those players are even on the market. I think if you made an offer, they'd laugh at it and say, "Are you stupid? Like, what are you doing?" Their owner is super rich as well. So I just don't think we can get him. Swizzle said, "Where's the old Leicester fan?" Oh yeah, we had a couple Leicester fans, man. No, we had a couple good Leicester fans, you know. Leicester in League One, bro. Them man probably don't even tune into Premier League football anymore. Real talk. We still want the Leicester fans in here, man. You know what I mean? We had 2 good Leicester fans, but League One, maybe they've got wrapped up in League One battles. Yo, Solis has got 10 goals and 15 assists in his last 10 club appearances. Although the majority of them are obviously for Bruges, but I'm calling this guy the sniper. I think he's Sidon. Yeah, Sidon, man. That's one of them. The other one was called G something. I can't remember. Or Sidorf. Was it Sidorf or Sidon? Yeah, one of them, man. Legends. That man disappeared. They got relegated. They stepped away, man. I'm telling you, Solis, I'll be honest, people. I downplayed him. But I want that sniper to not just start picking people off. You know what I mean? Yo, Brandon Thomas Asante, yeah. This guy, yeah. The reason I know a little bit about this guy, he plays for Ghana in the World Cup. This guy got released from MK Dons, went to Salford. Anyone who's watched the Salford documentary on Sky, Gary Neville obviously signed him at Salford, and he ended up in the first team, ended up getting in the championship, and then got promoted with Coventry. Ghana international playing in the World Cup, and now he's playing in the Prem. So that is some turnaround, man. And he's quick and powerful. I think they're playing him on the wing. Why am I nervous even though it's Coventry? It's the first game of the Prem. Friday night. It's a dangerous game. You know, I've predicted 4-0. I predicted 4-0. What was the guy who never squared up the £100 bet? What was his name, man? He said, like, if Arsenal win, I'll pay £100, then never commented again. I rate it. He ran off. Electricity's high, man. It's, you know. That's good. It's actually good still. Him and Caleb Urinki. We need to look out for him tonight. He's our wonder kid. Oh, okay. Okay. This Onyeka's good as well. I think they paid about 20-odd million for him. He's meant to be decent. Latif, big up yourself. Watch your live back earlier on the way home. Enjoyed the convo about coaching in English football. I think the Prem is glamorized. I agree with that. I agree with that. The Prem, when you look at the Prem, you've still got to ask yourself the question, why do the very, very top level players not really stay in the Prem? You know, if you look over the years, why is Messi... Look, we got CR7, but let's be real, he won the Ballon d'Or and left. gave the best years of his career to Real Madrid. Why have we never seen Messi and Neymar? We'll probably never see Mbappe. We'll probably never see Vinicius. You know, why does the Premier League not get these players? Do you know what I mean? Why, these guys don't want to play in England. So it's always an interesting topic. We've had the best managers at times. We've got the most money, but we can't get those players. You know, I don't know why. We have to create those players, but then they'll probably end up in Spain. So, and back in the day, they went to Italy. I think it is. I think it's weather. I think it's lifestyle. I think it's, like you've just said, not sunny. I think it's the winter break. Real Madrid get 3 weeks off at Christmas. Do you know how amazing that is? Go on holiday, be at home for Christmas. You literally train on Christmas Day in the Premier League. And the tax is very high as well, yeah. And the weather's not great, is it? Even though we've had a very good summer, but ultimately we don't get sunshine for too long. So, yeah, I think that's it. Messi would have been clattered in the Prem. Maybe, but I don't think you can clatter many players nowadays with VAR. Messi on deadline day. Do you know what? Speaking of signings, we obviously announced the signing earlier of Ezri Konsa. Even though Ornstein announced it before Arsenal, but he put the pictures up. What was interesting was I was reading a little bit in The Athletic about the whole Konsa situation. He's a London boy, but apparently he never even moved to Birmingham. He was driving an hour and a half from London to Birmingham every day. Just over an hour and a half. I think they said nearly 2 hours, but it said he stayed in the team hotel sometimes if they had training and a game the next day. But he was literally driving from London to Birmingham every day. So he never even really committed to living up there, which is crazy, really. You know, there's some nice parts he could have lived on the outskirts of Birmingham. So, yeah, he obviously wanted to move to London. And what they were basically saying was, behind the scenes, this deal was always going to happen. It feels like at one stage we were like, are they going to go for Kwanzaa? Are they going for other people? But he was apparently sort of the deal they felt was going to happen as soon as he came back from the World Cup. Funnily enough, it kind of has. Within about a week of him coming back, they've done the deal. Yeah, probably more like 2 hours Birmingham to London. And with the traffic as well, you could be talking 2.5 hours. I know these guys in America and stuff will go, yeah, I drive 3-4 hours a day. But in England, a 2-hour commute feels like you're driving to the other end of the planet. We're not built for them long drives. I remember going to America and remember this guy was saying, oh yeah, I drove like 12 hours. I said, what? 12 hours, bro? You drive 12 hours in England. You won't even be in England. 12-hour drives and that. America's on a different level though, innit? Your country's too big. Happy Kwanzaa, yeah, man. Listen, I'm happy with this signing. I just think it makes us solid. The foundations are we've got a brick wall. You know what I mean? Even that Mourinho documentary, he kept, obviously I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but you know, you can tell everything is about that foundation in defense, be solid. Then you build the attack. What's bothering me is I don't know if the attack's going to get fixed, and I don't know if this attack is good enough to win the Champions League. It might get us through in the league because the league ain't that strong right now, but in the Champions League, I don't know whether it'll be good enough to win it for us. But listen, interesting that Arteta said Bruno Guimaraes had a slight issue with his groin. We didn't want to take any risks. He's only had a few days of pre-season. He played that game really, really well, and we take it day by day. It just feels like we hear that all the time, innit, with Arsenal. Like, it's just a minor knock, and then you don't see him for 4 weeks. And you're like, oh, groin. He had ice on his hamstring. He even looks older. I swear down. People, look at Bruno, yeah? Look at this. Look at them bags under his eyes, man. I swear Bruno never looked like this at Newcastle. He looks like he's aged. I swear, look, he looks like he's got grey. Am I seeing this right? That looks like he's got grey in his beard at the even here. I'm sure that's a grey. bags under his eyes, grey, his hamstring got ice on it, his groin's hanging off. What's going on? He's only been here 2 weeks. Mikel, what are you doing to him? He's got grey hair, people. And his groin's twinging. Oh, my days. London. Yeah, it could be London, man. You know what I mean? Newcastle and London, very different cities, man. You know what I'm saying? Midnight said, I paid my £100 promise last season. Hey, salute, man. Big up. Each and every time. Big up Latif. England have only won one World Cup back in '66. Never nothing since with all them big players. Champions League, foreign club holders for most Champions Leagues, not us. And even when English clubs win the Champions League, they're going to have 50, 60% foreign players. That's the thing, isn't it? Latif said, then when our clubs or countries get absolutely bopped off the pitch, we're trained to run while Spain coach football, French flair, and Germany. Yeah, bro, you go to these countries. They don't run like us. We run, bro. In England, we run. In Spain, they pass the ball. What's the cheapest way to watch all games legally? Is there such thing as a cheap way to watch games legally? If you're in England, definitely not. I know for a fact in other countries, it's a lot cheaper. I go to the Caribbean, man's telling me, yo, I'm paying like 20-something pound a month to watch every Premier League game, 3 o'clocks, everything. I can't watch free. You know what I mean? In England, you got to get Sky, you got to get TNT, you got to get Amazon. You got to have everything. It's a joke. Then you probably got to get a VPN as well. VPN's probably the best way to go. Climb the fence. Yeah, for real. What other? Is that all the stories? I think I'm out of stories. Yeah, there we go. Obviously, we're going to see if anything happens in the background. Liverpool have had a second offer rejected for Minter. 60 million. First one was 50. There's a belief it may take 70 million or more. He is absolutely rapid. His numbers aren't great, but if they get him and Barcola with Isak, they're in business. You know what I mean? Apparently, as Konza's done a training session already. Minter, I think he's dangerous. By the way, I mean his goals aren't. He doesn't put up numbers, that's for sure. But he's only like 21. He's absolutely rapid as well. He's so quick. KSC Dynasty statement waffle. Listen, I rate what they've done over the last couple of years, but for me, it's like do it through action, people. I don't really care about a statement saying we want a dynasty and we want to rule football. Okay, prove it. Prove it in the next 10 days. Show me what the ambition is over the next 10 days. Because as a club, we all knew we needed a left winger going into this market. And I like the fact you went for Vinny Jr. But let's be real, most of us knew you wouldn't get Vinny Jr. So you can't just feed us with the, hi Arsenal fans, we tried to get Vinny Jr., but we couldn't get anybody else. I'm not hearing that. I'm sorry. I'm not hearing that. Not when you've just won a league title. Those excuses for me don't work when you're champions. I get that if you're fourth and you can't attract somebody. And yeah, I think Solis is a good player, by the way, but I don't want Solis to have to be the main man while he might have some teething problems adapting to the league. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, when we were fifth, fourth, I might take that excuse. I ain't taking that this year. There's wingers on the market. It's how much you're willing to spend. It's what level of player you think you need to get. There's wingers, bro. Let's be real. You can get Barcola. You can get Ndiaye from Everton. You can get Leao. You know, I'm not saying these guys are all good enough, by the way. I'm saying there is options. It's what they want to do and how much they're prepared to go for it. Would a prime Curtis bench corner taker Saka? I'll bench all of them, bro. Every one of them. You seen that chip in my intro? When have you seen one of these players chip someone like that? Yeah, but it's not in the Prem. I know. You're right. It's not. Nah, listen. Saka, I'm on your side. Remontada season for Bakayo, man. He's back this season. Please. If he's not, we've got a problem. Fun fact, Texas is 3 times larger than the whole of Britain. Hey, it's Esri. Man like Esri, you know, dog. Yo. I like it. Trust me, man. It's not the... I'm not going crazy, you know. It ain't like when we signed Eze and we're watching Let It All Work Out. But I like it. I like this signing, man. Yeah, man. Villa's best defender. Grow that English core as well. I'm with it. Brick wall settings, man. He suits the Arsenal kit. You're right. And I don't care who we supported when we were kids. But I still need that attacking signing. I can't lie, people. Halfway line goals, Curtis, seeing you do that. Let them know, Justin, man. Let them know. Anyway, we are 5 minutes away from kickoff. The 2026-27 season. Arsenal's champions season. Every game this season, we will be Premier League champions. But are we going to be Premier League champions next season? That is the thing. Oh, I like these questions. Lloyd said, serious question, was Bergkamp better than Henry? For me, no. For me, no. I've had this argument, debate, whatever you want to call it, loads of times. Bergkamp was the guy that, without Bergkamp, you might not have Henry. Do you know what I mean? So it's kind of like it was a domino effect. So I think people idolize him because he was the start of it. Do you know what I mean? All-round game, he was an absolute genius. They're very different players. I don't even really class Bergkamp as a striker. He's more of a 10, a second striker. You watch Bergkamp play, he's just a genius of a footballer. He's playing the game at a different tempo to everyone else. You just can't even understand how he's that good. It's like Zidane, them man just stroll around the pitch. But Henry could do anything at any given moment. Like, literally, he could pick the ball up on the edge of his box, run past everybody. Do you know what I mean? He could flick it up and volley it. I just think Thierry, for me, is the greatest player to ever play in the Premier League. Do you know what I mean? 4 golden boots. He just... Thierry would pick Dennis, but come on. Lundberg or Pires? Oh, definitely Pires. Lundberg was solid, though. He was clutch. Sanchez or Aubameyang? I think Sanchez was the better player, but I liked Aubameyang more just because of his personality and everything. But Alexis is unbelievable. But then Aubameyang, look how much he'd be worth now. Aubameyang now would be worth 130 mil easily because Isak cost that and he was doing more than him. I'm a Newcastle fan. Henry was the best player ever in the Prem. Yeah, I agree, Tony. Oba is so underrated. I love Oba. Oba was in the wrong team. You know what I mean? He needs to be in this team. Fabregas or Cazorla? Cesc. Cesc was better. Love Cazorla. Genius. Corners were both feet. But Cesc literally put our team on his shoulders and carried them as a teenager. Cazorla wouldn't be able to do that. Fabregas is one of the best midfielders I've ever seen in the Premier League. And for Arsenal, there's just... Arsenal fans can't stand him because he went to Chelsea. And I get it. I do get it. I do get it. But Cesc was different. Nah, Santi ain't better than Cesc, bro. Technically unreal, but just not a better player. But Arsenal fans don't like Cesc. I get it. No, we don't talk about Almunia, people. We don't talk about him. Right. No, I'm going to listen to the Game album later. I did hear the track with him and Drake where it sounds like he's firing shots at Kendrick, which is strange. But yeah, listen, lock in. Stress levels about to go through the roof. 10 months of Premier League action. I need the Champions League, people. I'm not even going to lie. I need the Champions League. It ain't going to feel right until we win the Champions League. You know what I mean? Did MJ get a bomber? Yes. Belabor. Who's dropped it? Fabrizio or Ornstein? Who's dropped it? Yeah, Belabor to Manchester United. Here we go. 65 million. Verbal agreement in place. Improved bid sent today after 65 million. Also, it cost more than 65 million. 65 million package was rejected. But now they've come to a verbal agreement. But he doesn't say the price. So I'm assuming it's 70 million. Yeah, fair play. I actually think that's a good signing for them. He had a poor year last year, but I think there's talent there. MJ's back. CR7, easily the best Prem player ever. Stop the cap. Oh, see you in 3 minutes. Now, that one, you can have an argument with CR7. He won the Ballon d'Or, but he didn't have the consistency of Thierry in the Prem. Thierry did it for years. Forever gonna big C, I'm back. Yo, big up. Big up DM, who said, I see the team, don't feel like much has changed. I don't want to be negative, but I see Havertz and feel a bit deflated for that. You'll work today. It might not work throughout the season. Do you know what I mean? I'm not hearing the whole Kai Havertz up front thing. I'm really not. But they've sang North London forever. We are back. Our first Premier League game after winning the league. We are underway. Arsenal against Coventry. I've gone for 4-0. Let's see how it goes, people. Coventry won the league. We've got to remember. Yo, is that Thomas Asante already, bro? They got a corner after 20 seconds. We're getting cooked. We better defend, man. I swear down, these lot better not stress me out. I'm with you, Kuzov. If they score, I riot. We lock the stream off. North London Forever gave me goosebumps. It's an interesting one. I'm not a big fan of it, but I think because we've won the league, the last couple of times I've been at the Emirates, the song felt like, you know, this might be a harder game than I thought. Thomas Asante, yo, against Calafiori, he's rapid. Come on, Arsenal. Declan Rice. It's Solis. Because Solis ain't that quick, you've got to get the ball to him high up the pitch. You said you're relaxed. I know I say a lot of things, but Yildiz or Alvarez? One's got a chronic patella problem. The other one's got a chronic Barcelona problem. Which problem's worse? Do you know what I mean? I don't know, man. I'm not convinced by Yildiz, you know, to be honest. I do think he's good, but he doesn't want... He's definitely not joining us anyway. Apparently, he said no again. If we get a striker who scores more than Havertz, maybe 20 goals plus, they'll have to be benched or sold, as you shall not surpass Havertz, it seems. The love fest for Havertz is unbelievable from the manager and a lot of the fans. You know what I mean? Come on, Arsenal. I was going 4-0, but I'm looking at the game thinking maybe not. Because already Odegaard's dropping deep for the ball. Yeah, the timer. I pressed it as they kicked off and it delayed for a few seconds. Skelly can't quite... Yo! Price didn't win that. Yo, I swear Coventry have got pace, man. We better be careful here, you know. Man said get Havertz off. Yeah, I've seen enough. Imagine how Gyökeres feels, man. Like, yo, 21 goals, top scorer. Bench in the Champions League final. Bench Carabao Cup. Bench at the Etihad. Bench first game of the season. For a guy that got 2 Premier League goals last season. Mental. 4.5K in the chat. Big up to everyone. Welcome back to the 26-27 season. Mosquera in possession. What we loved about that Man City game the other day was the tempo. If we play slow football today, I won't be happy because it'll just tell me that they did that because they didn't feel pressured. But that's not really how they're going to play. If you can play like that against Man City, why can't you do that against Coventry? I know they're going to sit more in a low block and not attack as much, but come on. Poor ball by Mosquera. Given away. Grant said, my comparison for Solis is Clay Thompson. Quick release, super efficient. Clay had 60 points with only taking 5 dribbles. He was a 3-point dom back in the day, wasn't he, Clay Thompson? I still think we need a left winger. I think Solis will get decent numbers. He'll definitely contribute. But I'm not comfortable saying, yo, he's our left winger this season. I think we've got to get someone else in as well. Spar said, I don't get the Gyökeres agenda. Man's my hero for getting us a title. We don't play to his strengths. I mean, I wouldn't say he's my hero because he wasn't the main guy in the title win, but he was definitely very, very important. I think a lot of Arsenal fans have downplayed how important he was. Saka rolls it into Odegaard. Come on, get us going. Play it to him. Oh, why didn't he give that to him, man? Solis was in space. He didn't want to take... See, there, he didn't want to take the risk. Solis, first chance on the ball. Left-hand side of the penalty area. Cuts inside. Cuts inside. Oh! Puts it wide. Unlucky. Unlucky. I won't sing the song. That's what he's going to do a lot. Drifts inside. Good late run by Odegaard to make the defense. Ooh! Unlucky. I don't mind that. That's a goal that he scored a lot in Belgium. You want him to get in that position a lot. Yeah, you're right. Listen, I always complain about Arsenal not shooting enough. So if we can bring in a player that shoots more often, I ain't got a problem with that. It's too early for the song. Yeah, you got to do something first. Do you know what I mean? Saka, look. Come on, Saka, do something. Cuts inside. Pass is blocked. And he loses the ball. That is not a foul. Come on, unreasonable. He'll be destroying you if you do that all night. Arsenal win the ball back. Big up Buenos Aires, Goon. Hope you're well, bro. Bless up Curtis and the C unit. The champs are here. The champ is here. The champ is here. Vamos, Arsenal, vamos. Here's Saka. Bakayo, come on, man. Need something this season from you. Here's Lewis Skelly. Odegaard, right-hand side. We need something from him as well. Skelly, 30 yards out. Finds Rice out to Ben White. It is great to be here. I'm glad we're playing Friday night as well. All eyes on the champs, man. You know what I mean? Rice out to Solis. Solis crossed into Saka. Oh, shots deflected for a corner. Good play by Solis. I like that. Move from the left to the right. First time cross. Saka in a good position. If he has a better touch there, you know, he's volleying that with his left foot. Doesn't have a great touch. Hits him on the chest. Side foot volley on his right foot. Good defending. Goes out for a corner. Friday nights under the lights, people. Big up everyone locked in. 5,000 of you. Big up the whole C unit locked in. And the Twitch gang as well. Always appreciated that everyone is tuned in. Corner taken quickly. Saka rolls it into Ben White. Edge of the box chance. Oh, it's cleared. Solis with the shot. Didn't make a great connection. Well worked there, the corner. And Thomas Asante clears. That's our ball, ref. Surely that's our free kick. Ref says no. We started okay. Solis had a few chances for us early doors. Corner was well worked. Saka rolled it into Skelly, into Ben White. Ideally you want him to hit that with his right foot. Goes across him, hits it with his left. Odegaard, 30 yards out. Tries the reverse pass and it's blocked. I don't mind it though. It's all Arsenal, although it looks like Saka is offside. Free kick to Coventry City. The longer this game's 0-0, Coventry will be happy. Beresford Productions, big up Big C. Can't believe it's been 5 years since I first stumbled on your channel. Remember that Brentford game? Wow, is that how you started? What a way to start. Brentford. That was not a great start, but we got better, you know. George said, don't know what's worse today, having to put my dog down or the fact I have to watch Havertz playing striker for Arsenal. I mean, I'm tempted to laugh, but then if you're being serious about the dog, I really shouldn't be laughing. You know what I'm saying? Yo, that's crazy, bro. I mean, it's tough watching Havertz. Is it that bad? Gee, that's a crazy. Yo, if you're being serious, obviously thoughts to your dog. If you're joking, then that's a wicked sense of humour, man. Declan Rice shot is poor, way over the crossbar. Yeah, I think we'll miss Bruno G today, the progressive passing. Rambir said, sending you abundance and infinite blessings. Hey, much appreciated. Same to you guys. Everyone locked in. You know what I mean? The community is strong, people. 9 minutes gone, 0-0. Throwing to Arsenal in our own half. I've got a feeling my 4-0 is not going to be reached. But you never know. Maybe if we score, the game might open up. We call the dog won now. Yeah, not win. Won the dog. We've won the league. Coventry got a bit about them. They're definitely not like just some little scrubs. They won the championship last year, so they've obviously got something about them. I feel like we're too far back. Havertz dropping in. Odegaard's dropping. What was so good last week? Odegaard was high. Solis was high. Now we look like we're dropping deep again. I don't like it. They've probably got the best chance of all the promoter clubs. Here's Saka. 1v1 with the defender. Corner of the penalty area. Goes to the byline. Come on, man. He's lucky to get a corner out of that. I'm not going to lie, people. I need to see something from Saka this year. I'm not just like, oh, I'm a fan of Saka so he can do anything. I need to see performances, man. At least he dropped a step over, but got nowhere near getting away from him there. Got to twist him and turn him a bit more there, man. Good luck, guys, from a neutral. So glad football is back on the menu. It's great, isn't it, just to have football back. Max would cook that left back. Yeah, probably would. Imagine what Lamine would do to that left back. He'd have him breakdancing. Corner to Arsenal. Whipped in. Goalkeeper does well and collects it confidently. Don't think our front three can win as a Champions League. Nah, they can't, man. Let's be real. You ain't winning a Champions League with Havertz and Solis and a Saka that we're still waiting to see if he can get in form. We need Saka in form. Probably need a better winger. Maybe even a better striker. Mustafi or Scalacci. Want to get punched in the face or kicked in the face? Suppose you'd rather get punched, but that's how you got to pick those two. Mustafi left with a do-rag on. And Scalacci, oh, he was absolutely dreadful, Birdie. Havertz won a Champions League. Yeah, not for us, though. I mean, what he did at Chelsea is irrelevant. We need a striker like Aubameyang, 100%. Coventry with the shot and it's blocked. Problem is, there aren't many strikers like how he was when he was at Arsenal, you know. Saka with the Curtis hairstyle, call him Bakayo Shaw. I'd have twisted up that left back, bro. Now on sale, Shamak hair gel, 179. The greasy Shamak. Coventry in possession. They've started quite well. We have no pace on the wing, nah. Nope, we lack pace in our whole attack, to be honest. Our attack needs more speed. Coventry in possession, 12 minutes gone. DeAndre said Saka has gotten too comfortable. Eze looks more interested in modelling. Madueke. Well, Eze's not on the pitch. It's a bit hard. Noni, yeah, Noni is just Noni. You know what I mean? Big Solly needs time. If he gets the numbers, I'm not asked if he's dazzling or not. Yeah, I get that. But, don't know, there's something about this attack. I always say you got to look at the best team. The best team have currently got Doué, Kvaratskhelia and Dembele. Do you know what I mean? As their front three. How far away is our front three from theirs? I'd say it's quite a long way from that front three. Dembele, Ballon d'Or winner. Doué, one of the best young wingers around. Kvaratskhelia, you would argue, with Vinny, the best left winger on the planet. We've got to find a way to get closer to that. Would you still take Oba as number one striker at his age? I mean, really, I should say no, but ultimately, he still probably would have the best movement, and he'd still probably be the best finisher. You know, his link-up play wasn't bad at Arsenal. What he would lack is that yard of pace. That goal that Aubameyang scored the other day, that we watched on the stream, I don't think any of our strikers would score that goal. They ain't got that movement on the shoulder, the ability to just bring it down and finish like that. So I don't know. I don't know. He'll probably score 15 goals for Deportivo. Here's Calafiori. Good chance. Kai Havertz! And he scores! We are not buying a striker because we've got Kai Havertz. Calafiori with the assist. And Havertz gives Arsenal the lead. Donkey! It's a good finish, I can't lie. Solis and Calafiori dispossess the fullback. Whipped him first time. Kai Havertz with the first Premier League goal of the season. Killer, Harlem Dipset. We ain't getting no Alvarez, bro. Kai Havertz' new contract on the way. 1-0. It's a great finish, by the way. I'm not even going to lie. First time, bottom corner. Long ball looking for Solis. Wins the header. Does well. Coventry guy loses it. Solis nicks it. Calafiori assist. Kai Havertz goal. FPL. Calafiori assist. Havertz. Oh, that's a great finish. I'm not even going to lie. That's a top finish. That's not easy. Yeah, that's a really good finish. First time across. Yo. That's a great finish. I'm telling you, Gyökeres, he ain't getting much game time. Maybe I will get the 4-0. Good start. Now let's take it to him now. Let me change the that's it. Well, you never know. Maybe I'll end the year saying my striker. Who knows? Who knows? So I'll be honest with you, people. It's a brilliant finish. There's just no doubt about it. First time across his body, side foots it into the bottom corner. It's a great finish. I love them kind of finishers because it's just, you're just stroking the ball in. Do you know what I mean? That's a real top finish. Imagine Havertz wins the Golden Boot. I'll take it. Come on, Saka. We need you back to life now. You notice Saka wears the cycling shorts now. That's a good ball. Skelly into Declan Rice. Solis. Oh, I thought he was going to hit it. Rice, 25 yards out. They're probing. Great ball into Havertz. Oh, it's cleared. Yeah, we're starting. Oh, Calafiori's offside, bro. You got to see that. Throw into Coventry. We're starting to play. Still not the biggest fan of these new school attackers. I'm spoiled seeing ballers like Bale, CR7, Robin, Messi, etc. I'd love Kvara at Arsenal. Yeah, that was a huge mistake. He was some player. Smooth was there. You're pushing it with Golden Boot. Yeah, I am. Martinelli out and no pace in the squad, said Alex. I always said our pace is not intelligent pace. Our pace is Madueke and Martinelli. You don't want that. Are you going to apologise to Kai Havertz? I've got nothing to apologise for, no. Do you know what I mean? I'll apologise when he has a really good season for 275 grand a week. Then I'll apologise. Popping up with the odd goal and the fans singing a song about him ain't going to lead to no apology, bro. You know what I mean? You said you don't rate Havertz. No, not like that. I don't. I'm not. One goal don't all of a sudden mean I think he's some top baller. If he can have a good season, then I'll apologise. You know what I mean? Until then, I ain't apologising for nothing, bro. Oi, Skelly. Oi, Skelly. Odegaard, let's go. No, you forced it, Odegaard. It was the wrong ball. Tried to feed Havertz. I don't mind it. We're playing good football. What's your hot take this season? Mine is Solis will reach 20 GA just in the Prem. He's a hidden gem. I feel it in my belly, guys. Depends who we buy right wing, left wing. We get a top left winger, Solis might not even play every week. So I hope he does, though. I hope he's a sniper like that. Gabriel's down injured. Wow, that better not be nothing major. He got caught there as he won the ball. Unreasonable said, can we play more on the left, please, and thank you. What happened to him there? Did he stamp on his foot? Touches the ball away. Oh, yeah, top of the foot. That ain't nothing serious. We've had them before. We've all played football and had that stamp on the foot. You notice all that? Yo, did you, man, just see the... Was that the scar on the back of Gabriel's leg? Oh, my days. Did you lot just see that? As Gabriel... Yo! He's got one big scar on the back of his hamstring. I'm telling you, man, these hammies, man, just got hammies all over the place, Arteta. He's all right, people. Cold night, stamped on the foot, it's painful. Would you take Krupi when fully fit? Yeah, I'll rate him. That's the hamstring tear, wasn't it? Gabby. Him, Havertz, Saka, they've all got it. They've all got it. That was a massive scar on the back of his hamstring. I was saying, you noticed all our players play... Well, a lot of them have got cycling shorts on, which are usually to do with tight hamstrings or... Here's Skelly. Yeah, that was a naughty scar, bro, I'm telling you. Rashford on loan would be perfect. I just don't think Man United would do any favours. I think if they were getting rid of Rashford, they would say permanent deal, get the wages off the books. I don't think they'd do a loan for us. Minter to Arsenal. Here's a chance, Odegaard. I should have hit it. Oh, you got to load that up and shoot, bro. Why are you looking for the pass? Too many passes there, man. Shoot. Good football. Minter to Liverpool. Let's get Barcola. Yeah, I'd take that. I think they'll get that Minter for probably 70 million. Itty Bitty Painter, what a name. You're unrelentingly stubborn. Curtis chats on Kai all the time. He bags champs. First game of the season. Just honestly, and I genuinely mean this. There is not one player at Arsenal Football Club that I hope has a bad game. Not one. I hope Kai Havertz this season becomes a world-class striker, scores 25 goals, and we're all sitting here singing 60 million down the drain, Kai Havertz scores again. Genuinely. I've criticised Odegaard last week. I loved every minute of that performance. I hope Havertz scores a hat-trick. Is Declan Rice? Shoot, man! Solis! Should be a goal! Saka! There we go, people. 2-0 to Arsenal. Hey, hey, hey! Fresh boy! Camera business, brother. Yo, the fresh haircut, you know. Solis with the assist. Saka with the goal. Couldn't miss. Solis whips it in. Goalkeeper outstretched arm. Tips it away from the defender. And Saka couldn't miss. 6-7 yards out. Defender on the line just side foots it past him. Arsenal 2. Coventry 0. Saka's off the mark. We love it, people. 4-0 pending. Declan Rice driving run. Great run through the middle. Into Odegaard. Good ball. Look at Rice again joining in. Gets it out to Solis. Good ball in left foot. Keeper gets fingertips on it. Saka can't miss. Solis is in my FPL as well. We'll take it. I've got Ben White and David Raya. Solis. I mean, no, I won't sing the song yet. We'll save it for a big goal in a big game. Sing it, people. Hey, hey, listen. We are top of the league. I said we are top of the league. We are top of the league. Said we are top of the league. Top of the league, people. Yeah, but you're the only team that's played. I don't care. We're top of the league, man. Jeez, what more do you want? Let me change the scoreline. My 4-0 could be on, you know, people. 2-0 before half time. Yo, Mohamed's cashed out already. Look, Solis is limping. Welcome to Arsenal. Mohamed's cashed out. 20 memberships already. Man said that's not an assist. So if you cross a ball, it deflects off a defender's leg. Oh, Skelly, what are you doing? Win it back. Well done, Miles Lewis. Skelly, lad. Ah! Of course that's an assist, bro. That's an assist. It wasn't like a shot on target, was it? It was a cross. Big up Mohamed for gifting the 20 memberships to the community, man. Absolute legend. Always supporting the channel. Big up the new 20 members, bro. I'm going to gift some memberships in the second half. Arsenal lead 2-0. I'm very, very relaxed. What we need now, for me, is like 5-0. No, I'll take 4-0 because I predicted it. Surely that's a foul, I know. Oh, Tanya, give them the throw-in. Yo, you see Ben White, the look he just gave that liner. When are you going to have a stream talking about your football career a bit? We'll do one during maybe international break. We'll do some more streams and I'll talk about some stories and that. Big Gabby wins the header. It's interesting that we're 2-0 up because Coventry are actually playing okay. But Inter have signed Curtis Jones for 30 million. The thing is, if you're in those like leagues now, you might as well buy players from the Prem because you get them cheap. Curtis Jones for 30 million is good business. Jed Spence for 30 million is good business. You know, if you sold Curtis Jones to a Premier League club from Liverpool, it probably cost 50 mil, 60 mil, you know, but sell them to Italy and that, you get them for cheap. So I thought he was a really good player at one stage, Jones. We were actually linked with him. Keeper palmed it out. No, would that not be counted as an assist then, people? Like, I actually just assumed that was an assist. People saying because the keeper got a hand on it, it won't count as an assist. Skelly, yo, sit down, brother. Yo, come out of here, bro. Yo. That's a Caribbean brother there, you know. You think you can bully him to the floor like that? And a yellow card as well. Hold that, Dreddy. Man tried to bully Skelly, bro. Yo. Boop. Hold that. Give me that ball. Too strong. Baby Edgar Davids, people. I don't want to call him Baby Edgar Davids because Davids played for Tottenham. But then he reminds me a bit of Dembele, who played for Tottenham as well. So, I don't know. I'm just going to stick by Edgar Davids. He weren't even that good at Tottenham anyway. Baller. Lewis Skelly's elite, bro. I'm telling you now. I don't overhype ballers for nothing. That guy is a baller. Proper baller. Free kick to Arsenal. Havertz gives away a free kick. How is that a free kick? I swear the Prem's soft nowadays, isn't it? Davids is a Juve legend. Is he Guyanese, Skelly? Why do I think he was from Grenada? Is he Guyanese? Yeah, I'm looking here. Premier League Twitter account. And I don't think they've given that as an assist. You lot could be right. Who've said it? Maybe it is that what you said because the goalkeeper got a hand on it. Nah, man, he's in my FPL. I need something. Yeah, look, they give Calafiori the assist, but not Solis. That's annoying, man. On FPL, it is an assist. Why am I looking? Let's have a look. I told you, I'm locked into FPL this year. I need them points. Yeah, they've given him an assist, 5 points. Come on. Come on, Odegaard, get moving. Oh, why are we going backwards? Go forwards. Look at Deckers. No, that's where he winds me up sometimes. Because you get away with that against Coventry because we dominate the game. If you're doing that against Man City, you can't do that. We're driving forward there. He picks the wrong ball. Well done, Mosquera. Saka wins a free kick. That is soft, but we'll take it. Rice was the ball. He took too long to play it. Bro said, I'm leaving with Sutton. I'm telling you, man. Solis, assist. Big up Mohammed. He said, Miles is unbelievable. They were thinking of selling him. Must be crazy. It's mental. That would have been a huge mistake. Odegaard. The scoop. Every single game. The scoop. The Odegaard scoop pass again. And guess what? Havertz is offside. Has that scoop pass ever actually worked? The Odegaard scoop pass, people. Was he an ice cream man when he was a kid or something? I don't get it. Just scoop. Didn't even jump, by the way, for the header. Come on. Come on, Odegaard, man. We defended you last week. David Raya in possession. The thing with David Raya, he's one of them keepers. He gets bored and starts doing crazy things on the ball. Seth's scoop was unbelievable, bro. He'd scoop it over the defender. And the striker would be in. You'd see, like, Henry or Adebayor. I don't mean to sound like I'm glazing a player, right? But I just love Skelly, how he plays in midfield. I can't believe we had this guy at left back. Deckers, why are you forcing it? Come on. Odegaard. Don't scoop it. Turns. Finds Skelly. Ben White. Havertz. We're dominating the ball. They've got pretty much their whole team behind the ball. Odegaard probing. Havertz is in midfield now. The scoop, bro. We love it. Yeah, the pillow scoop. There's Saka. It's like, honestly, this is going to be like attack against defence. I think Lampard's going to have them like, yo, we don't want to get smashed. They'd rather just shut up shop, not concede many more. We are absolutely bopping them, but it's going to be hard to break them down now because they've just got 2 lines of 5, basically, and then the keeper. No, I'm not turning on Odegaard. It's just, he set his standards so high last week against City that you sort of expect that performance against Coventry, but it don't always work like that. We need to shoot from outside the area when teams low block. Would you take Gittins at Arsenal? Venom. 3-minute timeout. Not from a bad place. I mean it from a place of kindness. The question is insane. So I'm just going to let you gather yourself. Would I take... What would I take Gittins at Arsenal for? That's the question you got to ask yourself. Like, what would be the purpose of Gittins? Has Gunnosaurus left? Like, do we need someone to be a dinosaur on match days? Gittins, bro. We just won the league title, man, asking me about Gittins. Ross. You know what I mean, people? You got to let people know, man, we're in a different zone right now. We're in a different tax bracket. Yeah, we don't want kittens at Arsenal. What are we talking about? Saka, come on. Start enjoying yourself, man. Start twisting these defenders up. Let's go, Odegaard. What a ball. We're unreal. Great block. Odegaard don't like shooting, does he? He's like Ozil. Them man there just want to pass all the time. This game's getting brutal for Coventry. They're going to get absolutely ran ragged the whole game now. Speed, yeah. We do need speed. Speaking of speed, here come Coventry. Gabby, don't foul him. Just stand him up. He's going nowhere. Hey, he's turned you, Gabby. No! Gabby! Gabby, and you're getting booked. What are you doing? That's way too easy. That's too easy. No, man, that annoyed me. The brother didn't do no trick or anything. Gabby ain't in my FPL, you know. What a stupid yellow card to get. You got to remember, people, we've got Aston Villa in 10 days with no Saliba. Imagine Gabby gets a stupid red card tonight. You go Mosquera and Konza on his debut. This guy better chill. He better take him off later in the game. Jeez, man. Free kick to Coventry. 11 minutes till half time. Don't concede. I predicted 4-0. Good header, Ben White. Odegaard flicks it on. Solis looking for Havertz. We lose the ball. They end up all the way back with the Coventry goalkeeper. Solis does well. Very well. Come on, Skelly. Get us going. Havertz. Solis. Free kick. Arsenal free kick. 40-odd yards out. Solis down on the floor. Would you take Ndiaye at left wing? Don't know, you know. I'm a bit on the fence with that one. I think he's a good player, but I don't know. What do you guys make of Ndiaye at Everton? Every time somebody says that name to me, I'm like, it just doesn't excite me, but then, I don't know, man. A lot of you really rate him. Did you get nervous before games? I played only amateur, but I guess might be as others perform. I played in bands and first years. I got mad nervous before gigs. I went to Ish like 5 times before playing. I always say nerves are a good thing. It's a sign of importance. I don't think any player plays with no nerves. But it's just what you do with them nerves, isn't it? It's like, if it hinders you, then it becomes a problem. If it motivates you, then it's great. So I think, yeah, a little bit. I wasn't that nervous, to be honest. But, yeah, you get a little bit nervous sometimes. Saka did well there. Wins a corner. Drives past him. Crosses then. Block goes out for a corner. As things stand right now, Rashford or Solis, they're different players, though. Like, yeah. Solis is like, he's a perfect winger for Arteta. He's Arteta probably loves him. Honestly, I bet he doesn't even look at him and think, we need a left winger. I'm just intrigued to see Solis when we're playing against better teams. But he did really well last week against Man City. So, yeah, listen, I haven't got a problem. I think to win a Champions League, we're still going to need one more attacker. Whether that's a striker or a left winger. You need a different profile. Let's say, come on, Odegaard, hit that. Whipped in. Even if Solis is starting and he's good, you need to go, yo, 20 minutes to go. He might be having a quiet game today. I want to bring on an absolute monster for like with pace. That's a good ball in by Solis. Havertz nearly got it. I think you need 2 wingers. Here's Solis again. Get me FPL. Oh, the Cruyff turns. Come on. Calafiori. It's blocked. They're asking for handball. Solis he's good, man. He's hard to predict, isn't he? He's just going to keep crossing and keep shooting and end up with numbers throughout the season. I would go for Sarr from Palace at left wing. Don't he play right wing for Palace? He's being linked with... Oh, Rice is going mad at someone there. I don't mind that, though. Tell him. Tell him. Even though you fouled, he's saying it's my fault, but he went mad. They're doing a VAR check for a penalty. Calafiori's shot. Nah, you can't get a penalty for that. Solis does what he says on the tin, yeah. He does. He does. Nah, chill, bro. Don't say we got Alexis back. That's when I start getting like, let's not get carried away. Alexis was world class. Not only was Alexis efficient, he ripped fullbacks to shreds. Solis is like a younger, sharper Trossard that maybe is more consistent, because Trossard at times we called him Stella or Trossard. So, but he looks good. He's an FPL demon, I would say. Skelly is generational. He's 19. Bellingham is 23. I mean, I don't want to compare him to Bellingham because Bellingham's had 20-goal seasons at Real Madrid. Do you know what I mean? He's played under crazy circumstances. So I think that's the wrong comparison. I get your point. Yeah, at 19, he's starting for Arsenal and he's balling. But Jude's been in the pressure cooker from a young age. Jude was in the Champions League at 17, 18 at Dortmund, balling out. You know what I mean? I think, how old was he when he went Madrid? 20? So, but Skelly, I just love the way he plays. He's so good. He feels like he's running our midfield. He's such a baller. Arsenal in possession. 6 minutes to half time. Gabriel gives it away. Coventry on the break. Much better than Martinelli. Yeah, Martinelli just doesn't look after the ball well enough. Do you know what I mean? I reckon Arteta's ran out of patience with him. Solis is a baby Trossard. I'm telling you, man. Younger, sharper, more efficient, probably. Love the channel, Anthony said from Ohio. Big up to you, bro. Yeah, Gabby's been a bit casual. Got a silly yellow card. Gave the ball away there under no pressure. What games we got over the weekend? Who we got tomorrow? Who's the television game? Hull City, Man United, 12:30. That's a Man United win. Brentford, Tottenham. Love to see Brentford beat Tottenham. Sunday, what's Super Sunday? Newcastle, Liverpool. Ah, might do that one. Might do that one. Isak back at Newcastle. He's going to get... We might do Newcastle, Liverpool. That one, I think, has got a nice narrative to it. I want to see what Newcastle look like as well, because I don't even know half the players they've signed. Good thing about Solis, he keeps his head up. He's actually got end product. That's the thing about him. No, I'll be totally honest, people. When we signed him, I never said I didn't rate him, but I said I'm underwhelmed by the signing. And I was, I'll be real with you. Like, I was underwhelmed by it. But I don't mind being surprised. I'll always hold my hands up if I'm wrong. Do you know what I mean? But we need consistency with it. So if he keeps doing it, I'll definitely say, yeah, he's better than I thought he was. But Labour to United is here we go. 70 million. Well, 65 plus 5 in add-ons. Coventry have got the ball left-hand side. Clipped into the back post. Solis heads it away. Oi, oi! Overhead kick from the edge of the box. Nearly lobbed David Raya, but goes out for a goal kick. Solis is one of those very intelligent players. He is. He is. He'll be at Arsenal for years, I'm telling you. Even if he's in and out the team, he's just a player you can tell Arteta's going to love. He works hard, puts crosses in, he looks for the shot. David Raya goes long. Havertz flicks it on. Nobody to get there. Goes through to the keeper. Trey, you're right. I don't know what it is. It is an Arsenal thing as well. That we don't seem to buy star players, do we? We just don't. I'm just very reserved on giving players praise too early. You know, on one hand, you can't write a player off straight away, and on another hand, you can't get too excited by them straight away either. You know, players have joined and struggled and then been great. Penalty Spot said he reminds me of Perez. Let's see if he ends up being as good. Big boots to fill. Yeah? Yeah, I know. I am a bit of a pace merchant. I do think we need pace, though, especially for the Champions League. You need different profiles. Here's Saka, right-hand side, twisting and turning the left back. Finds Declan Rice. That's not a bad ball. Headed away. And it's cleared. Coventry will break. Wow. Yo, Gabby. Don't you dive in here. Slow down. Force back. Big up Alex Black, new member. Big up to you, bro. Just kind of Pires, yeah. I hear it. Remind you of Pires a little bit. Pires was absolute levels. Question is, can we attract stars now? That is a good question. That is a good question. Can we get them? That is the one. I'm just thinking, imagine if you're a right back. Let's say Solis starts tonight, right? And he's twisting and turning and he's putting crosses in, he's getting shots off. And then all of a sudden, some absolute beast. Oh, Solis, come on, you're going to score. Hit it. Oh, the space has gone. Now imagine you're a right back and then Barcola comes on. Here's Odegaard. Drills it across, it's cleared. Do you know what's crazy? And I hate to harbour this conversation. Can you imagine if, and Snake Hips, I just brought his comment up. Can you imagine if Vinny Jr. was playing this game? And I don't even like talking about him. But imagine how the game would look with him on the left. It would look crazy. Adaya said, hey, Big C, please shout out my son Theo, who now joins me on the streams. We narrowly missed you in Dublin. Greetings to the fam, especially Cruz. Big up, bro, even though you spelt Cruz's name wrong. C-R-U-Z, but I respect it. Big up to you. Pete, I didn't see you in Dublin. I met quite a few people. I was outside the ground for ages as well. Vinny's looked awful pre-season, bro. He'll turn up at the business end, man. Them man don't even care about pre-season. I'll be real. You know what's going to happen in a Champions League game under the lights at the Bernabeu. He'll turn up, man. Corner to Arsenal. Odegaard actually did have a shot. And it was blocked. Solis reminds me of Ashley Young. Hopefully he doesn't eat bird poo like Ashley Young. You know what I mean? Big up, Cruz. Big up, Pat. Vinny never turns up. Them man don't care, bro. I'll be real. Corner to Arsenal. Yeah, you're right, Graham. Big Arsenal support in Dublin. Massive. Saka gets the ball back from Odegaard. Rolls it to the edge of the box. Declan Rice. Left foot. Oh, just wide. Left foot shot. Tries to bend it in the far corner. And it misses the target. These short corners, man, they must. It's horrible. We've got them on strings. Solis looks like a good player. He does. He does. He looks decent. As I said, I'll hold my hands up if he looks better than what we thought he was or what I thought he was. But I will judge him in 5 games, 10 games. Didn't Shamak like score in his first 7 games or something? Is Solis 24? I actually didn't know that. I didn't know that at all. I did think he was like 26, 27. Christos Solis. Havertz been offside about... He's lucky he scored tonight, by the way. He's been offside about 4 times. Half-time whistle. Yeah, he's 24, Solis. Wow. Half-time whistle goes, people. Arsenal lead 2-0. Can't ask for much more than that. Havertz and Saka. Get me my 4-0 prediction second half. Gyökeres and then man off the bench. Max Dalman. No, his finish was brilliant. I don't mean look in terms of his goal. I mean look in terms of his general performance. Been pretty average, but he scored a great goal. We'll let it slide. Solis, the Greek, Kavara. Well, we'll see. High Blood Pressure FC back in business. Big up Alex. Solis, wow. Apologise already. No, bro, I'm telling you, man. You know me, people. I don't get carried away with players too. I like what I'm seeing from Solis. It's undeniable. You know, I'm not going to sit here and go, nah, I still don't think he's all that. No, he looks good. He's going to put up numbers. He's efficient. Everything he does is with efficiency. His crosses are good. His shots are good. His touch is good. He works hard. It's good. It's reliable. Solis is making me so happy. I remember Nelly, says Mike. Nelly's frustrating. Like, he just didn't develop. There was talent there, but big up Irie said, big up C, big up the chat. Back for my 6th season with you guys. Been here for a while. Come on, man. You're locked in, man. You know what I mean? Locked in, people. Big C also didn't see it with Zolis. Keep it up with Gyökeres, though. Community is not easy, man. I can't lie. Gyökeres, I think, is going to be on the bench quite a lot this season. Arteta. Reliable is what you want. Do you know what it is as well? The Premier League has changed. Like, these coaches, they want reliability now. They want wingers that, as fans, we want excitement and numbers. But excitement with numbers costs you a fortune because there's only a few players that are exciting and produce numbers. There's exciting players that don't get enough numbers. We've seen those wingers over the years. Saint Maximum at Newcastle and wingers like that. They get you on the edge of your seat, but they don't get the numbers. And then Solis is pure efficiency. He's going to look after the ball. All of that stuff. I'm happy for him. I'm happy for him. I hope these guys prove me wrong. I hope Havertz. Somebody said when Havertz scored, apologise. I said, no, I ain't going to apologise. It's one game. Like, give me a season and I'll apologise. Yeah, everyone's going mad about Solis online. Klay Thompson to the Miami Heat. Wow. That's crazy. Is he still got it, though, Clay's? Is he still... Is he just a name brand? Klay Thompson, Bam Adebayo, Giannis. Miami, not bad. Solis could become a crowd favourite quickly. He could. The problem you got sometimes with Arsenal is everything's like a double-edged sword, isn't it? Because I remember like with Arsenal, we'd have like Giroud up front. And we'd all be going, please, man, we need a striker. And then Giroud would score like 2 goals. And you'd go, Wenger ain't going to replace him. He loves him too much. And then he'd bring in like a Lucas Perez so that he didn't have to bench Giroud. And you go, oh. And that's how it feels with Havertz. I just feel like no matter what happens, we're going to have Havertz up front. So he needs to have a good season. Solis looks good. Looks very good. But I do still need a bigger time frame to judge him off, though. Definitely. Clay to the 305. Young Miami on the lookout. Yo. Open freeze with Giannis. Well, yeah. Yeah, Giannis will do the dirty work with Bam. And yeah, I can't wait for the NBA. We are actually this year. NBA streams. Hip-hop reaction videos. And what else we got to do? Maybe gaming streams at some stage. Solis is direct, heads up, good decision making. Yeah, he is. He's very, you can tell he's got game intelligence. George says, big up the C unit. Savinho, 85 mil. What a time to be alive. That deal is insane. I reckon that deal would have been about 50, 60 mil. But because they're buying 2 players, they'll pay less. Yo, halftime interviews. Look at, let Saka rest, man. You don't know this guy ain't had hamstring trouble. Interview someone else. He needs that 15 minutes at half time. Let him get his electrolytes, man. Kane Rose, Saka. Let's see how long the Kane Rose lasts, man. Ain't easy when they get messed up at football. You got to get them done every week. They stop pinching them baby hairs at the front, man. Let's see how long you last. Kane Rose ain't for the faint-hearted. I can't lie. But big up Saka. 1 game, 1 goal. Big up Latte in the building. Yo, New York Knicks, Arsenal. What a time. Knicks against Philadelphia, first game. $2,000, the cheapest ticket. The LeBron effect. I wanted to go to it. I don't really like halftime interviews. I think, come on, man, leave it. They're not going to tell you anything crazy because they don't. They've got to be professional. It's not like he could come out and say, "Yeah, you know, the game's won now. Let's see how many we can get." They're not allowed to talk like that. Prime Walker or Overmars. Mark Overmars, man. Overmars was an absolute beast. Coventry players ain't fit. Not fit? Well, I don't know. Why would they not be fit? I don't really see why they wouldn't. If you look at Coventry, half of their team wouldn't have gone to the World Cup. So I don't think it's a fitness issue, bro. It's levels. Do you know what I mean? They've come from the Championship to the Prem. It's like when you see a Championship team play a Prem team in the FA Cup, you think, well, they train 5 days a week and they train 5 days a week. How come they don't look as fit as them? But it's because Prem teams, they keep the ball, bro. You know what I mean? Coventry can't get the ball. I'm sure most of you have played ball at certain levels. When you're chasing the ball, boy, is it tiring. You will lose your energy so quick. Arsenal have had 67% possession. 6 shots. They've had 1 shot. New York has emerged as front runner for Joshua Fury. You know what? Master of Disaster, I'm at the point with that fight. I don't want to hear anything about that fight until that fight is announced. I don't want to know where they're fighting. I don't want to know how much money they're getting. I don't want to hear all the foolishness that they talk, your big dosser and all that stuff. I don't want to hear none of it. Tell me the date. Tell me the venue when it's contract signed. That's it. It's all boring now. It's a boring conversation, isn't it? Joshua Fury. All right, when you're fighting, and they're still in talks. All right, don't tell us anything about it. Big up Mav. That's not against you, by the way. You know what I mean? It's just that fight is just ridiculous. Lil Butch said, need Yildiz for that Turkish-Greek proxy war at left. That's crazy. I don't think we're getting Yildiz, man. I think he wants to stay at Juventus, which is strange, really, because Juve, Europa League, they're not really doing nothing, are they? Big club, though. Massive club. Big up Alfred, who says, it's crazy how you say our 2 strikers have something the other one needs. One can link, the other one can score. Solis has Nelly's pace and Trossard's brain. Oh, I wouldn't say Solis is as quick as Nelly. I think Nelly's quicker, especially in straight lines. But what he has got is very good dribbling, which gives him that pace. He's a good dribbler. I wouldn't say he's a great runner. I'd say he's a very good dribbler. Is Gyökeres finished at Arsenal? He's not. He's not. His role might change. You know, at the end of the day, we signed him thinking he was going to start, be the main man. He started the majority of last season, but he might end up as a squad player. Do you know what, people? We're Arsenal Football Club. I was going mad when we signed Eze. Eze might end up a squad player. I was hyped when we signed Gyökeres. He might end up a squad player. I want Arsenal to downgrade first team players to squad players rather than buying squad players. I don't like it when we had players like El Neni and people used to go, well, he's a good squad player. I say, no, he's not. Because to me, a squad player might need to play in the first team. Was El Neni good enough in the first team? He wasn't. At the moment, we got Zubomendi on the bench, 50 million last summer. Eze's on the bench, 65 million. Nkapé's on the bench, 40 million. Madueke's on the bench, 50 million. Gyökeres on the bench, 65 million. They'll get loads. We're going to play over 60 games. Havertz will definitely have days where he hasn't scored, he ain't doing much. We're going to be going, what the hell's going on? Get him off. Do you know what I mean? Marino, like you said, World Cup winner. Zubomendi, World Cup winner. Look at the quality of that bench. Someone said it at the start of the stream. Big up to you who said it. We've got no Martinelli, no Jesus, right? No problem. They're probably both going to leave. Nelson and Fabio Vieira are both probably going to leave. In the next few weeks, we're going to be in a situation where Konza is back. Bruno Guimaraes is back. Timber will be back in September. Then eventually Saliba's going to be back. There's 4 players that are going to have to go into that squad. And they're all going to be involved, by the way. Timber's probably going to start. Saliba's going to start. Bruno G's probably going to start. Although Skelly and Rice look good today. And then Konza's at least going to be on the bench. So you've got to take 4 players out of that squad. So some of these guys now that are on the bench are not even going to be in the squad. Ethan will get dropped because he'll loan him out. Then who's he taking out? Who's the other 3? As I said, I don't think you need Mosquera and Ben White. If Timber went in at right back, Saliba went in at centre back, you don't need Ben White and Mosquera. They're both centre back / right back. So one of them would get left out. Waneri would be left out. You still got 2 more. I think Dowman, he might take the easy option because he's young. Then you've got Gyökeres, Marino, Noni. I mean, he's going to probably keep Noni because backup for Saka, but it's unbelievable the quality of our depth. So, and then if we add another attacking player, then it's another one, isn't it? Yeah, but the depth is too depthy. Alvarez wants Barca, only want players who want to come here, said Stephen. I agree with you, but if we sign Alvarez tomorrow, are you mad? Are you annoyed? Yeah, but he wanted to go to Barcelona. But I don't know. I think we'd get over it pretty quick. As I said on the stream today, it would be a case of, if you're signing him, you've got to convince him that, look, that Barcelona move ain't happening. I don't want you here, but twerking for Barcelona every year. I don't know. Let's see. Maybe we go for Osimhen. Maybe we go for Alvarez. I've got a feeling we're going to do something. I think we're going to get one more player. I'll be very disappointed if we don't. Will it be a striker? Will it be a left winger? Konza on corners, yeah, very good. 6.5K in the chat, you absolute legends. Solis clocked as fast as Martinelli in Champions League runs. There we go. Big up Retro and big up Alfred. Maybe he was right then. Big up Josiah with the super sticker. Big up Bread and Butter. Would you go for Gnabry? Nah, he's past his best. I would have took him a couple of years ago. Massive wages. Had some injuries. Nah. Nope. Kadir, if Havertz was good, we'd be on 2 titles going for free. I mean, look, I don't like to simply blame him. 23-24. We scored loads of goals, but then you still had Zinchenko at left back and Havertz in midfield at times. 22-23, we collapsed when Saliba got injured, but Arteta stuck with him too much. Should have bought a striker 23-24. Yeah, we don't really have a sub left winger. I'm thinking if Solis comes off, maybe you push Eze on the left. Maybe you put Noni on the left. Maybe put Ethan on the left. They can go out there. Second half about to start, people. Yo, that half time went rapid. Come on. I predicted 4-0. I want the 4-0 prediction. Surely we get 2 more goals. Coventry, they've got a tricky thing now of, do they just consolidate and try not to get battered? Or are they actually going to still try and score goals? Come on, Arsenal. Also, if we can score a third, gives Arteta a chance to make changes. I'm a bit concerned about Gabriel being on a yellow card. Because if he was to get sent off and he's missing for Aston Villa away, all of a sudden you have to play Konza with Mosquera at Villa Park. You want Gabriel in that back 4. So let's see. Let's see. Second half started. Musiala's having seizures. Yeah, man, I saw that. Collapsed twice on the pitch. He needs to take a break, man. He's a baller as well, Musiala, man. Zubi's on the bench. I'd like to see Rice, Saka come off. I just think their minutes have got to be constantly managed. Oh, the gold badge looks great, man. If you buy any Arsenal shirt this year, put that gold badge on the sleeves, man. I'm telling you. It's got to be done. It's got to be done. BEHKFXSHUFVUHEQG for Gabby, you could do that. You could do that. Big C, if you had 2 goals in 2, would you expect to be replaced? No. No. But there's levels, isn't there? If you bring in a top player, it happens sometimes. Bio said, "Are you copping the new G-Unit sneakers?" I'm not, you know, because I didn't know whether... Part of me was like, I'm getting them. I'm a massive hip-hop fan. I had them when I was younger. Then I saw they were £120. I thought, wow, they used to be £70, but it is what it is, inflation. But then they sold out in like 2 hours. So I didn't even try and get them. I just had a look to see what size they had, and they weren't there. They'd sold out already. Oh, that could have been a free kick to Coventry. Look how far back Saka has to come to get the ball, man. Havertz, you got to be stronger, bro. Which Arsenal shirt? I mean, I like the blue one. I think that's the best one of the 3, but yeah, I'm a big fan of that blue one. C-Unit sneakers. Yeah, let's bring out our own trainers, people. Big up to everyone locked in, though, man. Get them likes up. Coventry have started quite well. David Raya collects it. Will they go for it? Or will they just sit back? Here's Calafiori. Big up everyone locked in. What we at on the likes? 1.6k likes. Let's get 3k. We're halfway there. Lewis Skelly in possession. We need a 3rd goal. Then a 4th. Great ball. Rice into Odegaard. Waits for Saka. Right-hand side. Ben White on the overlap. Rolls it to Ben White. Good chance. Odegaard. Oh, my... Yeah! Scooped in. Pillow foot. Yeah, you should celebrate like that. Yo, that is the luckiest goal of the season. But respect that pillow foot, people. Pillow foot goal. 3-0. He actually mishit it into the floor. The keeper's already dived. And it loops over him. We'll take it. Who got the assist? Ben White. Yo, I think Ben White's in my FPL. I told you, I'm taking this personally. Yo, what is the goalkeeper doing? He should have saved it. That is the worst shot I've ever seen in the Prem. Nah, not ever, but it's a stinker. The keeper should still save it. Yo, what kind of weak hand has he got there, man? Pillow foot. With the finish. They all count, people. 3-0 to Arsenal. Odegaard goal, Ben White assist. He ran off like that, like, what have I done? And then he goes, that do you? All right, we'll give it you. Good miss hit, 3-0. Get the goal difference up, man, I'm telling you. Let's beat them 6-0. Get his confidence up. The scoop. There's a substitution. Who's it? Them or us? I don't know what's going on here. They're having a go at the ref, Coventry. Arsenal 3-0. Martin Scoopergard. Oh, you take it, man. Yo, what did that stat just say? That second... Oh. 1 goal. Yo, Odegaard got 1 goal last season. That is mental. 1 Premier League goal last season. Havertz wins a free kick. Yo, Mohammed, chill, bro. No, we'll take them. Keep them coming. 20 more memberships to the community. He's gifted 40 so far. Big up your damn self, Mohammed. Let me give 5 to the community. Great numbers. 3-0 up. We feel good. Nice and relaxed. Let's put the pressure on everyone else. Let's put the pressure on everyone else. Membership gifting. Gifted 5. As I always say, people, I get a delay on it, so I have to wait. Hopefully it's gone through. But anyway, Big up Mohamed, you legend. Saka whips it in. Crosses blocked at the near post. Come on, Arsenal. We want 4-0 and a clean sheet. Yo, brother's trying to nutmeg Saka. Relax, man. You ain't megging Saka, bro. What are you doing? Ah, there we go. It's gone through. Big up to Curtis Shaw TV with the 5 memberships. Big up all the new members, man. All the members. Now make subs, rest the players. Yeah, I think Rice, Saka. Here we go. Havertz in space. Rolls it to Skelly. Oh, tipped over the bar. Come on, Arsenal. Can we play you every week? We owe Frank Lampard some pain, man. Chelsea, Mourinho days, you know what I mean? They caused us a lot of pain on the pitch. Yo, look at the ref camera. Let's give Frank Lampard a little welcome back to the Premier League, Coventry, you know what I mean? I actually quite like Coventry. I wouldn't mind them staying up. There's some Premier League heritage there. Back in the day, Dion Dublin, McAllister, Darren Huckabee and them, man. Paul Williams, Steve Agrizovic. The OGs know what I'm talking about. Corner to Arsenal. Rice whips it in. Headed up in the air. Coventry managed to clear it. Mohamed said, we should be talking with our chest up. Let's go win the Premier League. Bro, I told you, anything less than winning the Prem. And I'm disappointed. Dion Dublin, man, I'm telling you, what he's doing homes under the hammer now, you know what I mean? I can't take him seriously when he's like, this 3-bedroom property. I'm like, yo, Dion used to just elbow people at Coventry. Here's Saka. Cuts inside, rolls it into Odegaard. They've got that famous triangle back. Odegaard, Ben White, and Saka. Oh, you Tottenham in disguise. I like that one. Bless up Mohamed every time. Peter Unlove, man, he's an OG, he is. Was he from Zimbabwe, Peter Unlove? He's a decent player. Coventry in possession. When will we make subs? Oh, we got to aim for everything, bro. What's going on with our corners? We need a set-piece goal to get the ops rattled. I think set-pieces will be harder this year. I think the refs will be a lot more protective of the goalkeepers. 5.6k in the chat. Absolute legends. Great numbers for the first game of the Premier League season. Remember, we don't play for 10 days after this. So the whole of next weekend as well. It's going to be Aston Villa. Monday Night Football, I believe that is a week on Monday. So we've got a decent break. 31st of August. Yeah, so yeah, 10 days. That's bank holiday Monday as well, isn't it? Jeez. Carnival. Carnival day. Ibrahim, big up to you, new member. Appreciate that, bro. Coventry on the attack. Ball whipped in. Whee! They're appealing for handball. Didn't touch his hand. Ben White did well. Saka rolls it into Odegaard. Gets away from him. Arsenal were looking to break. Oh, Coventry get down the sides here. Clipped into the back post. Over hit. Misses everyone. Bit dangerous there. They got down the sides. Look at that, man. Calm down. I genuinely can't believe how much defending Saka and Solis now. I can't believe how far we bring our wingers back. It's crazy. I think it's a gift and a curse. It's like we're so solid defensively, but I think you take something away from these guys in attack. If you're playing Coventry, surely keep him higher up the pitch. This is where we're going to need pace. If this is your starting team, you're going to have a day where you're playing Man United at Old Trafford, you're playing Liverpool at Anfield, you're playing City at the Etihad, you're in the Champions League away at Real Madrid or PSG. You're going to have games where we're not creating that much. Solis and Saka are dropping deep. Havertz is isolated. This is where you need to be bringing on a Barcola or somebody with express pace. You go, yo, we can hit them on the break. Big up Idfa, man, who's gifted 10 memberships. You legend. Appreciate it. What's that? 55 memberships we've gifted today. Big up the community. Saka was limping then. Corner to Coventry. Away swinger. Headed away. Saka flicks it on. Can Arsenal break? Saka does well. Kai Havertz on the run. He could be away here. Solis makes the run. He needs to slide it. Odegaard, roll him in. He's offside. No. Solis is off. They didn't work that well. That's where we've got to be so aggressive on the break. You got to make them counter-attacks count. I feel like Havertz, I don't know. Solis maybe doesn't make the run early enough. And he, unlucky. Unlucky. We need pace now. Yeah, I agree, Mohammed. Good performance by the team, but I think we need someone. Did we sell Kai too cheap? Give him a new contract, says Vivek. I think João Pedro's a very good player. I really do. I just think you need to get more service to him. You didn't create enough chances for him last season. I think João Pedro is genuinely one of the best strikers in the Prem. Probably Haaland and Isak. After that, there's not many really good strikers. I know Thiago had a good season last year at Brentford, but we'll see how good he is this year. Havertz going to get a new contract. Anybody that thinks Havertz, we should get rid of him, he's getting a new deal. He's got 2 years left on his deal. They're going to extend his contract. Arteta loves him. Coventry on the attack. Oh, heavy touch there. Gabriel manages to clear it. We're playing a little bit. Even though we've scored, we're sitting back a little bit. Quantum of solace. Ekitike is good when he's fit. I think João Pedro is better than Ekitike, I'll be honest. Not everyone will agree. Free kick. Skelly does well. 5.7k in the chat. Nearly 2k likes. Keep smashing them up. Let's get them up to 3k. João Pedro is top, bro. I'm telling you. He was being linked with Barca in the summer, man. He's so intelligent on the ball. Now, yeah, I'd take Saka and Rice off, definitely. Yeah, I'd like to see Waneri come on, but he'll probably bring Noni on when he takes Saka off, and then Zubi, maybe give him some minutes. The good thing about us not having a game for 10 days is the club can concentrate on transfers. There's no excuse. 10 days to get a player in. Grealish back at City. I reckon they might keep him because I heard today that Doku's out for 3 weeks. So Grealish might even start unless they move Semenyo to the left, which probably more likely. Did he sign a new contract, João Pedro? I didn't even see that. Saka's your FPL captain. Get him off. The triangle again, people. Ben White, Odegaard, and Saka. That's brilliant play. Ben White gets it back. Clips it to the back post. Over hits it. Good play by Odegaard. And Arsenal forced all the way back to the halfway line. Ben White rolls it into Odegaard. One-time pass. Ben White gets to the byline. Tries to stand it up to the back post. My takes are dodgy. All right, let me know which one, Platinum. Let's have a good football debate. I'm always up for it. Give me my the ones you don't agree with. Is it the João Pedro one, maybe? Favorite movie of the year? I don't know, you know. I feel like I don't watch movies that often anymore. Good ball by Solis into Calafiori. Great turn, Odegaard. Solis! Oh, deflected for a corner. They were queuing up. I watched Spider-Man the other week. I thought that was good. I thought that was a good film. Mosquera has looked composed. If you judge him purely on scoring ability and prowess, João Pedro is better than Ekitike. I agree. That's why I just think he's more of an out-and-out striker. I rate both of them, though. Odyssey, is that good? I haven't watched that yet. Training Day, bro. Come on. Have some faith in me, man. I'm a training day. Of course I've watched training day. Corner to Arsenal. They're going to take it short. They're just taking the mick now. Look at this. Oh, Skelly. What are we doing? We're demons. Oh, Saka can't get the shot off. Coventry can break. I like the defending. Look at the work. I love the work. Love the work, lads. 4 of you running back. I like it. Unlucky. Big up Bread and Butter, who said, your thoughts on Dalman reaching, overcoming his potential, and at what age? Of course, assuming he doesn't suffer any serious injuries. It's going to be tough for Dalman because Saka's there, unless he plays somewhere else. He might have to end up playing in the 10, I don't know. If Saka can get his fitness back, how much game time is he going to get? I don't know. Maybe he goes in attacking midfield. He's got time. He's got time. Big up Mohammed, who said, first game after the first goal, 20 members per goal. Need 2 more for 5-0. We're playing well. Wow. 20 per goal. I need a 10-0 here then, people. Everyone will be members. Mal's going crazy. Yeah, whoop, whoop. Yeah, I get it. I'll come back to you in a month, 6 weeks, 2 months. And then I'll give you my real opinion of our new signing on the left-hand side. But we're doing well. I just need that 4th goal. That's all I need. I need the 4th goal. It's Solis. Mine's Havertz. We've got 28 minutes to go. Surely, in the next 5-10 minutes, you're going to make changes. There's no reason for Declan Rice to play 90 minutes. Or Saka. Does well there, the Coventry striker against Rice. He's going to run him. No, he runs out of play. Tough day. Sims, is it? The striker? Give Eze a run out, man. These players are still not fit. I have to admit, Ben White going forward is probably better than Timber. Timber's better defensively. Ben White's so good going forward. He links up so well with Saka and Odegaard. I'm really glad that Ben White's got his fitness back, because we all thought he was gone in the summer. We were all saying, yeah, that's the last time you're going to see him play. Odegaard in possession. 27 minutes to go. Solis' Odegaard goal. I mean, he's played well. You know, football, though, it don't owe you anything, does it? You got to earn a goal. He's been unlucky. A couple of his shots have been blocked. Here is Solis. Rolls it into Havertz. Oh, just gets away from him. Corner to Arsenal. Good football. There's a few Arsenal and Coventry players warming up. I think that was Gyökeres warming up. Saka's lost a lot of his explosiveness from that hamstring injury. I heard Michael Owen on that. What's the name of the podcast? Paul Scholes, Nicky Butt. And he said, I would have took any other injury. He said, broken leg, even ACL, He said, tearing his hamstring, it destroyed him. He lost a yard of pace, and his game was built around pace. Corner to Arsenal. Declan Rice whips it in. The goalkeeper punches it away. Comes out to Solis. Good save by the goalkeeper. Good strike on the volley. 0 backlift. Lovely shot. I'm so glad we've got a player that just shoots. Most of our team would not hit that. Rice cross is blocked and it goes out for a throw-in down by the corner flag. Ball bounces, no hesitation, just hit it. Just hit it, bro. No backlift, no run-up. Hit the ball. Good save by the keeper. This keeper's actually done all right, but then he had a bit of a howler on the Odegaard one. I think he should have done better. Is that Steve Ogrizovic? See, I know football, man. Remember I mentioned this guy earlier in the show. OG of a goalkeeper from back in the day, man. "25 minutes to go. Oh, Deckers gives it away. Passes short. Coventry about to make some subs. You got to get there, Mosquera. Well done. Well done. Slow that down. They were on the rampage then, man. They look quick on the break. Coventry in possession, left-hand side. Good block by Ben White. Good defending, Ben White. They've still got it, though. Gets past Saka too easily. Calafiori clears it. Edge of the box, Coventry. Shot. Did that hit Mosquera? It didn't. Goal kick. Come on, let's make a change, ref. They're going mental saying it's a corner. They're surrounding him. Now what's he doing? Oh, I think you... Can VAR overturn it? I'm not sure if that was that just in the World Cup? Lets it bounce, has a shot. Yeah, it hits Mosquera on his heel. That's a corner. Definitely a corner, but the ref missed it. Saka's off. Noni Madueke's on. It's got to be Declan Rice for Zubimendi. There we go, yeah, Declan Rice is off. I like the two players that you're taking off because they do need time. I would have liked Ethan, but I get it. He's going to go on loan. Zubi and Madueke are the next in line. It is what it is. Zubimendi, I feel like I haven't watched him play for Arsenal for so long. Noni, I'm just at the point with him. Just please do something decent. Do you know what I mean? Just do something. Ben White clips it down the line. Come on, Noni. Throw into Arsenal. Surely you get Eze and Gyökeres on as well. Shooting on sight is a great quality. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Exactly. Exactly. And the thing is, we play against so many low blocks that it's important to have people who shoot, because sometimes you can't get through a defence. Noni finds Ben White. Lewis Skelly, who's had a quality game. I think Ben White's had a good game as well. How much you want to bet Noni runs the ball out? Let's see. Let's see. Come on, just... What I don't understand. I always think if you're a winger and your crossing ain't great, just whip it into a dangerous area with pace and power. Cause them problems. We all know that danger zone between like the penalty spot towards the edge of the 6-yard box. Whip the ball in. Gabby, don't do anything stupid here. Just don't foul him, Gabby! What's wrong with Gabby, man? He's like a bull who sees red. He can't help himself. The guy is down by his own corner flag going nowhere and you kick him. Anyway, substitution. Couple of changes for Coventry. Noni needs to run at the defence and wear them out. That's all he's good for. You don't rate Gyökeres. Gyökeres might be gone. I wonder if he's... You know, like I heard the Brighton manager today say, oh, Balaba's injured. And he went, well, we haven't heard about the injury. He went, well, he's injured. And everyone was like, oh, yeah. What you mean is he's going to Man United, which obviously we've now got Here We Go. I wonder if Arsenal think there's a chance they might get Alvarez for Gyökeres so they don't want to play him. Mosquera caught the Coventry player with his arm there. I don't think it was intentional. Coventry players were going mad. The ref says play on. Here's Odegaard. Noni Madueke. If I speak, I'm suspended at least 6 months. He puts it out for a goal kick at the back post. We won't say too much about it. They're showing Konza in the crowd. 55 million signing. I wonder what wages he's got. That's Noni straight away, people. Just put it in the danger zone. You know what I mean? Whip it across with power. Here's Odegaard. 20 minutes to go. No Eze, no Gyökeres. You've got to give those guys minutes. Noni is a soft you, acts tough. That's what a lot of people have said. But I don't know. I don't care how he acts. Just play proper. Just play well. You know what I mean? I don't think Arteta will put up for him for another, like, next season. I think most Arsenal fans would have moved him on now. Wouldn't have even signed him, but come on. 19 minutes to go, 3-0. Come on, I need one more for the 4-0. We need to sign Barcola. Yeah, I think we need another winger. David Raya, that's a good ball. Solis finds Havertz. Manages to keep possession. Odegaard. A lot of touches on the ball. Did you get 120k a week? He was on 75, so 45 grand a week extra. I understand it. Skelly, well done. Too strong. Great ball into Zubimendi. Out wide to Noni. Come on. Come on, Noni. Just give it him. Noni. Odegaard. Nah, that shot had no power. Queuing up for it there. Solis man of the match. Would I give him man of the match? He's played well. I don't know if... Let me get back to you on that. Who's man of the match? I've enjoyed Skelly's performance. Oh, no. What? Yay! Bro, I know that ball didn't get there, but yo. You don't I love that pass. Even though that ball didn't reach, I swear. Look at this. Megged him as well. Hi. Them ones sting a little bit like, yo. Ooh, jeez. Them passes there, man. Oof. Waited a long time to see our midfielders threading passes like that, you know. I'm telling you, since Fabregas and Cazorla and Ozil and them, man. Jeez, what a player. Madueke doesn't look when he crosses poor. Solis clearance goes out for a throw. Yeah, I just don't get it with him. Stay Gold said, we'll see you in the Champions League final. Barcelona are ready. I take Barca in the final. I don't want to play PSG again. Although I'd love to get revenge on PSG. I think if Solis scored, definitely man of the match. He did get given that assist, right? Some people said he did. MLS, you've changed my life. I said if MLS at the end of last season, I said he's going to save this club 70, 80, 90 million. He's that good. He's that good, bro. Solis man of the match. Expressions or Goldbridge? No, they're both good at what they do, man. Like, I know Expressions well, innit? Like, we're in the same sort of circle of content creators. I see him at the studio and that. He's doing great things. The man's on wrestling, you know what I mean? Doing all sorts. And Goldbridge doing massive things, bro. I see him doing a show with Wayne Rooney. So these guys, man, you have to respect what people are doing, you know. They're making the space bigger and doing, you know, kicking down doors. So, but obviously, like I said, I know Expressions more, so I'll go with X. But they're both doing big things. Do you think Gyökeres will be sold? I think if Alvarez comes to Arsenal and somebody tries to buy Gyökeres, I think they'll sell him. Because there's no way that Arsenal can have Alvarez, Gyökeres, Havertz and Marino. You can't have that. Your wage bill can't even deal with that. There's no club that has that many strikers. Great tackle, Lewis Skelly. Don't you dare, ref. You weren't even going to give it. You weren't even going to give it. You can't have that many. So, yeah. I think if we get Alvarez, Gyökeres could go. That better be us making changes. Nah, this guy, he's done with Gyökeres. Marino and Eze, he's done with him. Eze for Solis. Oh, Odegaard, he's putting Marino in midfield. How are you giving Gyökeres? How are you giving Havertz 90 minutes? That tells me he's done with him. Eze on the left for Solis. Marino in the 10 for Odegaard. I don't mind that, by the way, because I think Marino, when he plays in that role for Spain, he looks clutch, bro. Like, we had him too far back defending too much. But what? Gyökeres ain't even going to get a run out. Jeez. Maybe there is some truth in this Gyökeres to Barcelona or Atletico. There's no way he wouldn't come on. Not a chance. I reckon he's done. That's interesting. But does that mean we're getting Alvarez? You know, does that mean we're getting Osimhen? Is Marino in the 10? Yeah, Marino in the 10. So it's Zubimendi, Skelly, Marino in the 10. Yeah, he's not up front. Havertz is up front. This is squad depth. Yeah, but I just think 3-0 up, you got two strikers. You give one of them a run out if the other one starts. Here's Havertz. Finds Noni Madueke on the right-hand side. Ben White, I think, stay out of his space sometimes. Zubimendi. Crossed in, not a great ball. Outside of the goal, we haven't been that great in the second half, but the job was done already. Noni. Little 1-2. Rolls it in to Marino. Marino. Shot was blocked. He had no power on it anyway. Good little move there by Arsenal. Come on, we need the fourth. Mosquera's having a good battle there. Gyökeres one season is crazy. It is a little bit, innit? Celebration got us all hyped. I honestly think that Arteta was not convinced by him. I reckon, I think we all know. I think he wanted Sesko. And he was probably convinced to get him. So he went with him for a year. He's probably gone, nah, not for me. And I'll be honest with you, he's had a terrible pre-season. Now, pre-season isn't the be-all and end-all. Like, it doesn't mean that much. But I think that was like the tipping point for him. I think he went, you know what? All right, Havertz away the first couple pre-season games. Let's see what you're about. Didn't do well. And he's just thinking, nah, I ain't going with him. Telling you. Havertz will get a new deal. Gyökeres will be on the bench. If they get Alvarez, I reckon they'll move him on. He might even go as part of the deal. If he doesn't go as part of the deal and we don't get Alvarez, it'll probably just be the bench striker. He'll have to fight to get his place back. 12 minutes. We've got 11 minutes to go, people. Coventry on the ball. I don't panic, Mosquera, man. Them clearances make me nervous. Come on, we need the fourth. Solid. And that's the thing, isn't it, Rory? Is he trying to tell us, like, yo, Eze's the backup left winger? Do you know what I mean? Maybe he's going for the striker. Lawrence said Gyökeres was given a fair shot. Arteta started him loads last season. He's mid. 21 goal Gyökeres getting slander. Screw the haters. I back him. See, there's the two totally different narratives, you know. Some people think, well, he got 20 odd goals and we won the league. He deserves credit. Some people think he had a go. He's not good enough. Move him on. Arsenal might be looking at it and going, you know what? Because of his age, if you keep him for too much longer, you ain't going to get much money for him. He's 28, turns 29 during this season. They might think, look, we can get our money back on him and get 200 grand a week off the wage bill. I'm not saying I agree with that, by the way, because I still don't trust Havertz to be our striker every week. I just don't. They're going to have to buy a striker if they're trying to move Gyökeres on. But they might be looking at it. Arteta might be looking at it going, well, I tried it. I wasn't convinced. Can get our money back for him. Get 200 grand off the wage bill and go and get somebody that he really wants. Look, another change, and it's still not Gyökeres. Calafiori for Nkapie. Is that 5 subs, by the way? I don't think we can bring him on now, can we? Is that 5 or is that 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5 subs not coming on. Gyökeres sub not used. Wow. I think he's gone. Some people might say you're overreacting. I think he's gone. I don't think I've seen him ever be on the bench and not come on in a game like this. Come on, Nonny, do something. Give it. Well done. Gabby, roll it. Shoots over the bar. No, and you got to remember, this is his former club. Imagine how desperate he would have been to come on. This is the club he started at. The manager would have known that. He don't give a damn. He says, bro, there's a chopping block here and you're going on it. Martinelli's already gone. He's going to go, Jesus. Interesting, man. If he doesn't play Gyökeres and Havertz gets hurt, he'll regret it. The thing is, Akil, he'll buy someone, won't he, if Gyökeres goes. This just now makes me think, and listen, I don't know anything. I'm guessing like we all are. I'm just thinking, Eze on the left for Solis. Does that mean he's going to push Eze to the left and buy a striker and get rid of Gyökeres? Maybe. He does have to get ruthless. Do I agree with it? But I do want him to be ruthless, and ultimately, whether you agree with it or not, managers have to have players that they can work with. Skelly, man of the match, man. I'm sorry. I've enjoyed Solis, but wow, good play, Eze. I've enjoyed Solis' performance, but Skelly, man of the match. The progressive passing is just so good. He just takes people out. Selective ruthlessness. Cello, I do hear that. I do hear that. Gyökeres had a stinky pre-season. If it was the other way around, it was Havertz, should be different. The difference is, though, Wassim, I've watched Havertz for years. I've watched him have stinky seasons, not just pre-seasons. So I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. Ben White looking for Havertz, slightly overhits it. Only ruthless to his non-favourites. The problem is, people, managers are like that in business in general, aren't they? You know, teachers, whatever. The ones they like, they're not as harsh with. The ones they're not fans of, they're more harsh with. That's football, that's business, that's work environments. It's everything, isn't it? I don't even overrate Gyökeres. I just think he showed that he can do something and maybe deserves another year. Oh, Nonny, it's painful to watch, mate. You're just running into people. Can people start talking to me about Nonny Madueke and players like that? If you want to talk to me about Gyökeres, talk to me about him. Somebody ask him about Nonny Madueke in the press conference. Ask him the question. Hi, Mikel. For 52 million, are you happy with what you've seen of Nonny Madueke over the last 12 months? Ask him that. What are we doing? If we get Alvarez, there will be Barca links. Mike, you know what it is, though? He's 26, right? If he comes to Arsenal and signs a 5-year deal, he can't get the Barca move, really. He's 27 this season. I don't think Barca will be desperate to get him at 30. Yeah, you probably would. Hey, can I have a word outside? Get off my arm! The way our top goal scorer is being treated by Arteta is staggering. How on earth can you call Victor Gyökeres mid when without him we don't win the Premier League? It's a joke. Big up Fitz-Joseph. Coventry on the attack. He's unmarked. Oh, heads it straight at David Raya. Could have scored. It's a profile issue, Fitz. It always was. You could see last season, we don't know how to get the best out of him. And he's struggling to adapt to the way Arteta wants to play. He's always going to be moved out before Havertz, even though I don't rate Havertz. So if Teta sells his top goal scorer, he deserves the loss, says Davis. Big up Idfa, man, who's gifted 5. He's gifted 15 memberships. Big up your damn self. The issue is we can't get Alvarez. So which striker can we get aside from Osimhen, who is a big character that Arteta can't manage? That's the problem. You know? He's got to be careful, because if he treats him really bad for the next couple of weeks, and then all of a sudden you don't get Alvarez, don't get Osimhen, then you've got to turn back to him and say, "Hi, Victor, are you going to start playing well for me now? Well, you've been trying to sell me for the last month." I know, but yeah, you know, you got to be careful. Got to be careful. Got to keep him motivated. Nonny, bro, I swear. I can't believe how frustrating he is. Gives the ball away again. I know it feels like I'm cherry picking everything he does wrong, but oh man. Come on, let's get a fourth, man. My prediction. We've only got 4 minutes left. Zubimendi finds Marino. I actually think Marino's going to have a good season. Oh, ball's overhit. Marino can't be that good for Spain and just not produce more for us. There is quality there. He might not start every week, but new season, same C unit. Get the likes up to 3K and sub road to 100 racks. Big up everyone locked in. What's the likes on? What are we on, people? There's nearly, well, there's 6,000 of you locked in. We're at 2.1K likes. We got it 3,000, surely. Caress the likes, people. Not only thinking about Gunner lyrics. I'm telling you, man. He's thinking about going to the trap. Why does the Emirates look empty? Friday night, bro. Heavy traffic. They'll be leaving early. They'll be leaving early, man. Nah, man. It don't look like we're... Come on, I want the fourth. Want the fourth goal, people. Coventry on the attack. Oh, that's a foul. Mosquera lucky to not get booked there. Takes out Taiwo Iwanyi, the former Forest striker, who's come on. Probably quite clever they get away with it. I think Coventry look all right, you know. I agree with you, TV1. When you got pace like that and power in the front line, I reckon, I mean, I haven't seen Ipswich and Hull yet, but I reckon they'll have half a chance of staying up. Especially if they can get another, maybe 1 or 2 more. Big up Jamrock Gunners. Thanks for the stream as always, Big C. I missed watching this opener, no worries. Doctor said the irony of Arteta world pushing Gyökeres out and we wind up winning Nodder this season. Agenda has always been out to get Yok. For Arteta is a 9's kryptonite. Well, you know, when Oba left, everyone said, "Oh, you're his lawyer, he's not good enough anymore, give up." He went and won the league at Barcelona. So you wouldn't be surprised if Gyökeres went to an Atletico and banged goals in. But if he didn't want him, he shouldn't have bought him. He should have stood strong and said, "Listen, man, I know the fans want him, but I'm going to get the player that suits my system." Martin Odegaard, man of the match. Wow. 1 goal, most chances created, most touches in the opposition box. 3rd highest for touches overall. Fair. I would have gone Lewis Skelly, but is what it is. Bro, now, Lawrence, I do agree with you on that. Oba is miles clear of Gyökeres. He's miles clear. I mean, let's be honest. Emirates era, you're looking at Henry, who wasn't at his best at the Emirates. He started getting injured, but it was still Thierry. Van Persie and probably Aubameyang. Adebayor had a good spell. Oh, Marino, good shot, saved in the bottom corner. The 4th. It don't look like it's going to turn up. Prime Oba would be the best striker in the league. Bro, yo, that Cruyff turn from Marino is nasty. Oba would be 130, 140 million. For me. Unbelievable player. If he was in this team with this much service, wow. Henry was only, was it 1 season he was at the Emirates, Henry? Bob said, "I'm a massive Gyökeres fan. I think he'd bang 25 in a team that creates, but maybe he needs to move on to prove that at another club." There was a story going around in the week, wasn't there, that Gyökeres' agent is offering him to Barcelona to get him out. So for all we know, Gyökeres might be sitting there going, "Yo, I don't like the style of football. You're not getting the best out of me. I can tell you want to play Havertz. I've got Barcelona and Atletico interested." He might be pushing the move. We don't know. We don't know. Like, it'll be interesting to. I'm sure it'll all come out in the next week or two. We still haven't replaced Oba. No, we haven't. We really haven't. Isak was the one for me, you know. Yeah, Rob, you're right. I did say I wanted Mikel to be ruthless. He's put Martinelli out in the cold to force him out, and he's saying Gyökeres ain't good enough. So we upgrade him. I'll be honest with you, it's even though I don't like, I'm not totally agreed with what he's doing to Gyökeres. It just makes me think we must be trying to get an attacking player. We have to be. You know what I mean? We have to be going for somebody up front or on the wing. 4 minutes added on. We're 2.5 minutes in. The 4-0 ain't 4-0 people. We haven't even really had a big chance since going 3-0 up. Come on. You can see that ball, Eze. But getting through nice comfortably. Double men. Odegaard was named Sky Sports Man of the match. I would give it to Skelly. Isn't happy. How's on the overlap? Come on, Skelly. Pick someone out. I need that fourth. Nah, they're playing fine. They're playing fine. Got no. Right, we're back, people. We're back. I don't know what happened there. My laptop decided to just restart. That wasn't actually the camera this time. So, yeah, apologies. We did end the game and we did win 3-0. Let me just reset the timer. I don't know what happened there. But, yeah, we got the 3 points in the end. Big up to everyone who's still here. Let me read out these super chats. F said, I like Gyökeres, but hold-up play is an issue. Kai is Arteta's favourite. If Alvarez wins us 2 Prems in 2 years and a Champions League, he can go to Barca after that for all I care. Annoying that Noni will outlast Gyökeres, though. Harsh. It's a position thing, innit? African Rice Bowl. The squad still needs more quality. We are only an injury away in few positions. I'm now realising Konza was needed. Mosquera can be dicey, yeah? I think he's got a mistake in him. As Mills said, the treatment of Gyökeres, Ethan, and the platforming of Noni and Kai and the likes is what makes me not rate this manager, regardless of the Premier League title. I know, I don't know what happened. People are like slagging. I'm like, don't look like it for me. Then the laptop just restarts. It's all going mad. Camera actually did all right today. I got a camera cooler on it. Maybe I need a one for the laptop. Solis was good, very good. Very good. Gutted that we didn't get a 4th. 3 points in the bag, top of the league. Jeez, that's sneezing and all sorts. Yeah, top of the league. 3 points in the bag. Yeah, I just continue like nothing happened, man. Keep it professional, you know what I mean? Let's have a look at the Premier League table, just because we can. Just because we can. It's shameless. I've just been looking throughout the stream to see if we ended up getting any sort of transfer news. Sometimes it actually comes out during the game, but nothing yet. Top of the league, 3-0. I actually think we should have scored more, to be honest, but we'd have all taken 3-0. It's a clean sheet. Off to a winning start. Alvarez is a non-goal scoring striker. He's definitely not prolific, is he? Do you know what I mean? He didn't have a great season last year either. That's the thing. Didn't have a great season in terms of goals in the Premier League. I said I went to the Armoury before it closed. Hate Arteta's treatment of players, very select. Solis is special. He's good. He's good. I'm not at the point of saying he's special. He looks good. He looks good. I need to see more games, away from home. He's definitely going to get numbers, though. Was he given the assist on FPL? He was. I'd rate Ben White, Solis. Ben White, clean sheet and assist. Jack got the 3-0 correct score, man. Fuming. I was going to go 3-0 as well, but I thought we'd get the 4th. Block 9 and Arteta problem I see soon. Listen, do you know what it is, people? We're going to have a situation on our hands where you've got a guy that has waited his whole career to get to the top level, and he hasn't got loads of time. He's 28. Do you know what I mean? He can't just sit at Arsenal for 2 or 3 years and then go, well, I still nick a move to a big club. No, you might not. So we don't know where the energy is coming from. The energy could be coming from him. He could be going, you know what? I can tell that this manager don't really have my back. I got Barca and Atletico on the phone saying they'll play me and create chances. I might go. Do you know what I mean? We don't know. We don't know. Listen, if he goes, I always said, these guys are not Omri and Bergkamp and Vieira and Tony Adams. Anyone can go if you can upgrade them. If Gyökeres goes, do I think he's been treated a little bit harsh? Yeah, because I think to give him 1 season when you've won the league and he was your top goal scorer, I think he could do with another season. I think you should try a bit more to get the best out of him. However, collectively, they might look at it and just say, you can't get the best out of me as a player and I'm struggling to adapt to your system. There's clubs who want me. You want a striker. I'm just wondering if over the last couple of days we've had some encouragement on Julian Alvarez. I really think something has happened. He was playing throughout pre-season. He came on in the Community Shield. He doesn't even get off the bench today, and you've made 5 changes. I think he's sending a message out there, people. Be prepared for the possibility of him being moved on. I think that's the message he's sending to you. Whether you're a Gyökeres fan or not, the way Arteta plays, it suits Havertz more than Gyökeres. And Havertz is younger, and Havertz was clearly a player that he wanted from the jump. It feels like he was convinced to buy Gyökeres. So, also, you look at Eze coming on the left, you think, oh, is that what he's going to try and do in case we don't buy a left winger? We go and spend 100 million on Alvarez. We're obviously probably not then going to buy a left winger. Is he going to use Eze as the left winger with Solis? I'm not a big fan of that, to be honest, either, because I don't think Eze's great on the left. So, interesting. Noni Madueke, I mean, bro. At least with Havertz, there is some output. But Noni, please. How much longer are we going to have to sit there and try and pretend? That there's something going to happen with him. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. Man said Noni can't be fixed. It just... I don't understand the whole thing. But listen, people, I'm going to round up. I will put a reaction video out. And big up to everyone locked in. 4,250 of you still tuned in. There was over 7,000 at one stage, which is amazing. I might put something out tomorrow content-wise if we have some news with transfers. Elliot, yeah, I think something's happening. Martinelli out the squad, must be getting moved on. Gyökeres not even getting off the bench. Something's not right there. There's got to be a big left winger or a big striker coming through the door, surely. Fitz said Spud's window much better than ours, but are useless. That's the only bit I don't agree with, Fitz. How many of the players that they've signed would we actually want? They signed Andy Robertson, we wouldn't want him. They signed Van Hecker, we wouldn't want him. Signed Senesi, we wouldn't want him. Fernandez from West Ham, just been relegated twice, 85 mil. He's overrated. Tonali I would have taken, but I prefer Bruno. I've always said that. They signed in Savinho for 85 million, who I actually think is talented, but I don't think he's worth that. So this Tottenham window that we're all singing and dancing around, it ain't that good. And honestly, with the Berta thing, I always say, bro, like, he is not buying players off his own back. He couldn't get Vinny. I don't think anybody would have got Vinny. Morgan Rogers, as a club, we hesitated. I don't think Rogers was the answer at 100 million to play him on the left. He's being instructed who to buy. Go and get me Julian Alvarez. Okay, let me speak to Atletico. We spoke to Atletico yesterday. Now we got to try and convince him. Blah, blah, blah. The left-wing market, they're obviously not convinced by what's left. You know, I haven't heard any link to Barcola. I haven't heard any link. You know, it sounds like Yildiz has rejected us. So, Doc said, C-Unit, remind me what we won before Gyökeres rolled up. If this manager got what he wanted in Sesko and Nico Williams, we would have won nothing last season. I hear that, and I agree with that. You know, I didn't want Sesko, and I definitely didn't want Nico Williams. But such is life, people, in football, you know. So it goes. So it goes. Right, people, I'm going to round up. Big up to everyone locked in. Reaction video will be out shortly. Appreciate all the support. Arsenal get off to a good start. 3-0 win against Coventry. We're still top of the league, people. Bless.